Hello, hello! We are live once again. We're back with some Tuesday SFT action. Today we are rocking the rats, going for some Skaven action. I haven't actually gotten to play a ton of them on this patch, so hoping to figure some things out, see where they sit in the meta. I think they have some pretty good shots. They're definitely good against things like Kislev and maybe Cathay that have been very strong, so hoping to see what kind of schemes we can pull off. Okay, starting in just a second here. It should be anyway. We got our opponent. Oh, there we go. Yes, we got Stallion. Let me see. Okay, why is Drakens in my lobby? Get out, Drakens. Alright. It looks like they're playing Khorne, which is a matchup that I definitely am familiar with. One that was pretty relevant on previous patches, so I should have build for it. But first we need to do map picks and bans, which is something that this tournament has implemented, which I'm kind of okay with. I like map pick and bans for SFTs, because some maps really favor certain playstyles, and that's fine for a normal top tournament, but for an SFT, when you're locked into your faction before the map picks, it can be really rough if you're playing like Skaven and then you get Gates of Ekron, and it's just like, well, you can't shoot on this map. You know. Or you get, like Beastmen, and then you're on the biggest open map like Oaken Shield counts, and it's just like, well, this is a big open field, I'm getting shot. And I turned stream mode back on Discord. Alright, water bottle out of the way so I can read my DMs. Bottom of that. Okay. Alright, so they need to restart their game. Cool. Alright, so I am player 1 or player 2? I'm player 1. Well, I'll get to ban a map first. I think we banned Lost Temple of Sotek. I think that's the worst for us here. Ragnarok Lair is not a good map, but it favors us very heavily. So, Celestial Lake is also not bad for us by any means. Alright, so I remove Lost Temple, and our opponent gets to choose between Ragnarok or Celestial Lake. I need to see if I actually build save for this matchup, or if I need to pull something out of my rear end. I also never popped out chat. Let's acquire the chat. Oh look, you guys are already talking too. There's things to be said. This is a tournament? Yeah, we got a Tuesday SFT going on. Hoping to see some rodents? Well, you are in luck. Yep, we got the rats for today. Alright, so here we've Celestial Lake, so we are playing a Ragnarok Lair, which is quite good for us. Let's go ahead and go here. Do we have a Skaven Khorne build saved? I'm guessing the answer is no, because I'm really bad at saving my builds. No Skaven build, or no Khorne build, rather. Oh, I forgot to change my blocker. We'll do that in a moment. Excuse me. Alright. First thing we gotta do is pick our banner. Lots to choose from for Skaven. Alright, that's what we want. Alright, how are we going about this? We definitely want some degree of shooting because of the map shape. Want something to force him into us, so I have thoughts about what I want to bring. Probably want you as our caster. With just that and that. That's fine. want this, but probably in reinforcements. Maybe we'll start one of... do we start this or do we do reinforcement? I think we can start that just fine. Alright, how exactly am I planning to do this? Do that. That. And then we'll fiddle with the spends a little bit to get our money well spent. Perfect. Pretty good spend there. Need the rest of our roguers. Grab some of you. Probably want a couple of you. Do we want any of you? I'm not a huge fan of this unit, but we'll bring one. Perfect. Alright. Load again, and let's fix that blocker. Alright, I have only the most appropriate blocker for this SFT. Boom, this is our new blocker. That up to size. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Although we don't need it right now. Alright, blocker is sorted. Build is made. Played Skaven vs. Kislev yet? Not on this patch. I know it was super Skaven favored last patch. I played it a bunch on last patch. But that's one of the things I want to hopefully get to play today. So I haven't played much Skaven on this patch, and I think they could be pretty good. As long as Power Grab doesn't get banned. Which is the reason I haven't been playing Skaven, is because I did hear that there was a chance they were gonna get that Power Grab was gonna get banned. Bro! Bro, why? Sorry, under time constraint. Okay. What do we got? Oh my goodness, it's just Minotaurs. And Valkia. You know, honestly, not terribly unreasonable, but we are prepared for this. We just want all the slingers we can get. White Claw can also start firing in at whatever. You guys push up and take some pot shots, and then immediately turn them back away. Roger's going to be kind of necessary. Oh my god, what a fucking build. I did not mean to tell everything to attack that one rat ogre, but this is our life. And we just have to deal with that. Okay, this is trading pretty well for us. Taking a lot of damage very, very quickly on some very expensive units. Both doing good work. The slings are firing in just fine. And he, most importantly, isn't actually capping while stuffing us in our spawn. There's our Lord. Our Lord is in a bit of danger, so be a bit careful there. Got more Furies coming in. We can just send Doggos to deal with those. Rogers can come and start punching. Yeah, he's losing Minotaurs very, very quickly. Good. Very good for us. Wolf Rats are doing good work. Our Lord needs to make sure he keeps casting off cooldown to lower their vigor so they trade a lot worse. And we just need to rally things on the edges to make sure they keep fighting. If the Furies want to go kill 200 gold Skavens and Slingers, it's really not worth their time, so I'm going to leave them to it. And the poison. Valky is welcome to keep doing things. That's fine by me. You're taking damage over there. You're anti-infantry minos, so... we don't have many spears available, actually, so maybe just get that Triad out. This was quite the blitz, dude. Actually, let's just get the Rat Ogres. They'll do fine against the anti-infantry minos, especially with spear and slinger support. Slings keep firing in. Well, that was a fast Sword of Khorne. Very fast. Right, those guys are going down, that's fine. Get some clan rats over here to start pushing towards the objective. Political capitals are firing just fine. We just spread out this blob a little bit and start moving up with it. Get those miners going down, get the slingers firing here. Furies want to fight my frontline infantry, that's fine by me. Get some poison over there to just, oh, well, whatever. It's just really for the passive anyway, so who cares? I got a blitz though, dude. This was such a fast game. I feel like it's already over. Like, we're up so much value. Just get up on these points. We're up an absolute ton of value, so really we just need to get on the objectives now. Some Wolf Rats we can to start corralling Furies. You can get over there and start capping. Yeah, Slinger's just firing in. Well, we cap that one. Get on this objective, cap that. Some Rogers over here. Globes can come help. Wolf Rats can come eat those Furies. Cool. No problemo. Talk about a freaking blitz, though. Like, honestly. Just all in right out of the gate into Skaven. It's a very bold strategy. Very, very bold. Like, I can see why you go for that, especially on this map. Because, like, the high ground position is just so strong. But it's very hard to actually get away with that. And we got the 3 cap, and those Furies are dying to globes very, very quickly. As was foretold. Ow! My Skaven slaves! Very, very rude. Alright, we can probably get Rat Ogres out at this point. That's probably our best bet. Because they just trade into well into pretty much everything he's got. We've got the chaff support, we just need like actual punching power. So we'll get some Rogers to come out and start punching. Yeah, just make sure you keep firing, keep firing. Go kill them, globes are doing good work. And yeah, we're in a very commanding position. Yep.
Unending glory is yours.
Alright. GG. Alright. And yeah. Globes did good work. Slingers did good work. Catapult did fine. Gears did really well. Yeah, that was, like, it's a very bold strategy. Very bold. But it is a tough matchup for Khorne. Ever since Skaven developed like builds, there's like pure anti-minos. Khorne has a very, very hard time actually punching through. So, alright, that was a very quick one, so I might just swap over to the live game and play a quick battle while we're waiting. So let me swap to the brackets, I can upload the score real quick. Excuse me while I restart the game. I did see you guys talking in the chat, so I will catch up on that in just a sec. Alright. So bracket 1 and 0. We were playing Skaven, he was playing Khorne. Khorne. Boom. First dub on the board. So the match was doomed for Khorne, too expensive? Yeah, it's a tough one. It is a very tough one. Very bull strategy. It's not ogres, my friend. Not ogres. There's some things Khorne can do. If you want to play a little bit slower, having a terror source is really nice. So either Scarbrand or like an Exalted Bloodthirster. Usually you don't want the Exalted Bloodthirster because Skaven have the option to bring the Flying Net, and that's kind of risky. But I definitely don't think Valky is that useful. And Skaven can have a hard time bringing down a big character like Scarbrand, so he can actually get away with a lot. And he can even like go and threaten the Chieftain and the caster. And make them bugger off or kill them. So it's definitely Skaven favored, but there are some things Khorne can try. Alright, we'll just stick to the rats for quick battles too. I feel like I haven't played a ladder game in ages. Alright. We are some ratty boys. Go wide to Scarbrand. Build. Yeah, you probably want to build up. Scarbrand. Scarbrand or yeah, probably Scarbrand. Just Marauders, Minotaurs, Furies, and Fleshhounds. You just gotta swarm really effectively. I'm remembering why I don't play ladder. People dodge me a lot. People dodge in general a lot, but I feel like I get dodged a lot. Alright. Morn. Rats. Rats TK. Okay. We can throw down with this. Leg Priest. Maybe we actually want Pestilent Breath here. Yeah, let's do that. Leg Rash, we don't need either of those. Fears are fine. We want... Well, it's Mountains of Morn, so shutting down shop is going to be a pain. We'll take these guys to try our best. We need a couple of globes is the thing, to actually kill his infantry in like any reasonable amount of time. And we do want clan rats. Clan rats with shields should trade pretty well into most of their stuff. What happened to my math? Why was my math wrong? There we go. That's a good starter. Bring out the Rat Ogres later so they don't get shot by the Great Bows. Skaven Slaves feel less valuable in this matchup because they can kind of match our width. I might want a Warp Lightning Cannon. Can pressure Shabti Great Bows pretty easily. Ashen Triad isn't bad, just as a one of... Can we try Warp Fire Thrower shenanigans? I feel like the answer is no. No, we don't. I feel like we just bring bodies after that. Warp Grinder can do fine. Maybe some slings. Math is hard. How do we make this a perfect spend? Actually, Plague Monks are really good here. Get some Plague Monks. A lot of light armor infantry for them. Dodge the maps and sometimes bad matchups. The thing was, with ladder, there's so many bad maps. I feel like you just gotta eat it. Like, there's like 3 good maps maybe out of like a dozen. So, like, you're playing ladder, you're gonna get bad maps. I feel like it's really hard to avoid. It just takes a lot longer to play. Alright, we probably want to play the right side with our Giselle. That's not what I wanted. Pushing buttons is really hard. I'm a little spooked of, like, big SE shenanigans. Like, a Cetra on a cat I'm not super prepared to deal with. We can summon in Rat Ogres to kind of slow him down. But a bit spooky. Definitely. Also, base game map deployment zones. Rude.
Ready. May rule one day. Clan chieftain. Bring bowbars.
What do we got? Spears, Arcan, a Deathcaster with Buna. Okay, he's double Bunacaster to try and snipe my weapon seams. It's a Hyro Titan and a Necrotect and the Kepler Guard. Okay. So we need to hide these guys. So they're gonna come chill over here. They're gonna turn off Fire Will until I need them. We want some Rogers to go help and contain. I assume Arcan's on Chariot, yeah? He is on horse? On horseback. Interesting. Screaming Skull isn't the end of the world. Kind of annoying. Spirit Leech is actually really irritating. Skaven characters don't have that many hit points. The Spirit Leech is actually like a huge problem. We'll summon our Warp Lightning right down the center to make Arcan go away. We can threaten the Higher Titan. If we position it like here, it can hit the center and 3. Because you can screen out Arcan and the Higher Titan from what they want to be doing, it looks like. Also can potentially pressure the catapult. If Arcan's in range, just go and nail him. One random rat can go over there and cap. A little scared of my globes getting catapulted. That would be not very cash money. Air Titan, oh, we got Cav coming through. We need you guys to come and protect our invisible Giselle. He doesn't know it's there, but he'll figure it out pretty soon if he tries to flank those Cav. Which is what I would do. Alright. Hill is protecting us for the moment. We want you guys tucked in here where the catapult's gonna have a hard time hitting you. Because you're much more valuable than anything else we got. Skeleton Spears versus Clanrat Shields. We should win that, right? I feel like we should win that. Hydro Titan in range. Start nailing it. Wonder how our Death Globes do the Hydro Titan. I want to find out. All that Cav coming on the right side is kind of spooky. We can zone it out somewhat effectively. What does this Lich Priest have? Just Necro Attack. He has Restore. He has... Okay, cool. He doesn't have Van Braces, which is what I wanted to know. Roguers over here to help fight off that Cav flank coming in. They're doing good work there. There's the Cav coming. Block them with rat bodies. Roguers over here. Globes. How much did you do that higher titan? 100 damage value? Not that bad. Alright, Kepler Guard are going to regret the day they tangled with Death Globes. I like this unit. This is a good unit. Alright, Death Globe's getting there. You're capping there. That's fine. We want some more bodies out on the field here pretty soon. Rogers. Some wolf rats come contain this shenanigans. Shepherd are almost dead. Don't want them getting on our infantry even still. Doing good work in the center there. Give us another one of them. And now the higher titans buggered off. We can actually take center. You can just shoot at Arkan since he sat there. Now, honestly, we just want some more rats. We just want lots and lots of rats. No general approach to life. The more rats, the better. Clan rats, Skaven rats, black rats. We are rat connoisseurs. There's some slingers down the middle, sure, why not? Pretty safe position for them. I do like this globe just tucked in this corner right here. Although I don't really like the damage that Pip Lake is taking. That's not the spell I meant to cast, which is fine. I'll just grab the poison instead. Oh, he summoned on my globes. That's cheeky. Alright, well, friendly fire the globes. It's fine. Actually, no, don't do that, because they probably won't kill the globes. The globes have, like, good arm. Oh no, they're getting destroyed. Yeah, friendly fire away. Friendly fire to your heart's content. Alright, he's pivoting towards the center. Warp Lightning, hit the higher titan, since it's slow as hell. And will just eat all the damage forever. The reason I'm getting that I'm shooting friendly fire in that summon is just because I want it gone. Because I need a globe there, but I have a second one to spare, so like it's not the end of the world if we lose that one, because we have another one that we can just put in the same spot and he can't summon very quickly. The catapult might have been nice. Here. Did you cast? You didn't. There we go. Cool. Give me some more slingers down the center. Oh, you shot me summon on my Warp Lightning. That's mean. Although I should have expected that. I just kind of forgot that that was a thing that Doom Kings could do, to be honest. Oop. Hello, Toonguard Halberd. No, stop spirit leeching me. It's rude. Put those guys out over there. Make sure we don't lose that objective. Alright, my chieftain needs to not be in Spirit Leech range. Losing him would suck. We also have all the rats in the world over here, so we're going to push through to his back line and kill that take that catapult offline and really collapse the center position. Because we have so much stuff over here, we can push right on through the center. Did we summon that? Oh. Alright. We're not going to kill that higher titan because our killing tools are offline for the moment. Actually, we put the natty boobos to fire through the trees. Firing through the trees isn't great, but I mean, it's better than just sitting around doing nothing. The wolf rats can threaten until the infantry comes up. The infantry can tie up theirs, and then our wolf rats can get up to whatever shenanigans we feel like. There's some plague monks in the center. That's still not the center that we're summoning in. Hey, boobos. Yeah, you're doing okay. Push past, get on those catapults. We're still winning the center fight. You can just sit and shoot. Give me poison there. Doom Scorpion's kind of annoying, but we don't need to hold that objective. Like for a reason without time, or just in general. Send this one here because it's going to get summoned on again here in a second. Rogers, do not charge into Spear's head first. Send the infantry up first. You go here. You get back in the gap. Brander can come fight in the center, that's just fine. A fine place for them. Oh, let's pay attention, they got my wolf rats. Oh well. Globes, fire into that blob. Globes, fire into those spears. Rogers, come around the side and get onto those catapults. These globes can probably kill all those spears by themselves. Well, they can, it's just a matter of like, I think they can do it before they get compromised by the same unit. Poison there. Tomb Scorpion is going down. Tomb Scorpions just don't do damage, I don't know why. They're just so bad in melee. Any Bubos feels like they're hitting mostly trees, right? Yeah, they're doing okay damage, I suppose. I feel like they've definitely hit a lot of trees in their day. We need more troops back in our reinforcement pool. Also, we need you guys to actually push past and get onto the threat. Shut down the catapult, please. These globes, it's just their characters there, right? Just the SE blob over there, so you guys can run away. You're not much use, it's really just SEs there. We're still holding this side, so we don't actually need the center, but it'd be nice to have. Oh lord, he's being Spirit Leech, but he can keep spamming the Vigor passive. Yeah, we need a second wave of infantry. That's really what we need. Get our infantry back up the center. Get you guys to shoot that Hyro Titan. I want the Pterosaurus gone. Net it, shoot it, kill it. Red Ogres I wouldn't mind a second wave of. Chieftain can stay out of the way. Yeah, so just those 4 singlets. Flensing are going to be really, really nice right now, but I'm not really that upset about our magic choices. Yeah, we're just stuffing his reinforcements, which is good, which means we can just pour more of our own rats on the point. Gonna desummon that. You can shoot into the big guy too. You just Clan Rat Spears. I assume that was a misclick, right? He had to be shooting for something bigger, right? Right? Had to be a mistake. More rattos on the points. Lots and lots of rattos. We are wearing down this SE blob. The halberds, the Eshin Triads will help with that. Need something over here to come help contest that cavalry. Wolf rats will do fine as long as they don't need to charge, but honestly, we're far enough ahead that I'm not super concerned about microing them. Bubos are shooting the cav, that's fine. Get these guys here to eat that cav charge. Our chieftain can help out. You can come up and fight. We have enough of the second wave. We don't need to worry about keeping things on the battlefield, or we don't need to worry about desummoning things. Eat the charge. You come around here. Kill those guys. Skaven slaves get on point. Wolf rats will do good work. Getting a side charge on these. Yep, but they're gonna get actually absolutely mauled by the second charge coming in, right? The Bubos take them down. Globes take them down. Hyro Titan's almost dead, which is good. Slingers are just wearing it down, along with the Triads, lowering its armor. Ooh, coo. Okay, just checking to make sure I wasn't being DM'd that the next round hasn't started. I don't want to. Like, if our next round starts, we can just leave ladder games and concede. It's not the end of the world. I don't desperately need the ladder wins, so... Our caster did get killed, but it didn't matter. Like, the caster takes so long to die to Spirit Leech. Even with the low HP pool that Skaven characters have, it's just not worth it. Like, Biona's a fine choice in Skaven because it one-shots weapon teams, but he didn't use it on the weapon teams, he used it on my infantry. So. Scorpion. Haven't seen one in ages, and that is why you haven't seen one in ages. I'm playing a ladder game. Subutex, my game took all of like 4 minutes. It's a good map, Subutai. Oh, globes. You guys see the value? Yeah, that globe got... let's go down here. Globe got 2100 value. Someone figured out exactly where I want my camera on this page. It's like, if I have it here where it's been, it blocks the value in the end screen. You can't see the build at all. But if I have it like down here, it blocks my reinforcement panel usually. Excuse me, it's in my toolbar, so I'm not really sure where exactly I want it. Same. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna restart and switch back to the mod. Actually, how much time's left in the round? How many more games do you have that need to finish up? Refresh. Love to see it. I don't actually hate mountains anymore. Oh, yeah, the round's just about done. Cool. I like the base game maps because the terrain heavily impacts how you play. Like each map heavily influences what like style is ideal to play. But obviously they just don't work with the longer game modes. So love Death Globe. Death Globes are so satisfying. They hit so hard against so many different things. Alright, so where do we want this? Do we want to try this? Put it over here, see how much it blocks. We'll leave this too. We'll block. You won't be able to see my spells. I don't feel able to see the end screen. So, alright, now we're restarting the game. So, just a second. Actually, I think I need to change on my other scene too. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll try it over here for today. See how it goes. I typically build against Green Skins to Skaven. Well, the first thing I do is I curl up into a ball and cry. And then I spam bodies and slingers. Green Skins are real hard. They just kind of, like, Skaven are really reliant on the just chaff efficiency, and Green Skins do that better. But it's generally, like, nothing super special. It's just, like, bodies and slingers. Globes are kind of risky because they have such good mobility and disruption. And their infantry isn't usually that valuable. Like, they can beat you with pretty cheap stuff that is super high model count, like squigs and borbors. So, definitely on Plague Priest, the Discourage effect is really good, because Green Skin leadership is bad. But reining in all those squigs is very difficult. Alright, is the next round ready to go? I think all the games are done. Is gonna send on the mountain? I don't know. Yeah, that's also the reason you don't see Tomb Scorpions. They're not that good. Alright, we have Jack's Total War. Guys, I don't have to ban first this time. Nice. Time to peruse Turns Discord to try and find my opponent. What was his name? Jack's Total? Let me grab a lobby code. Oh, is he also playing Skaven? Oh, that's amazing. Yep. Oh, he said he played Skaven last round too. So he's only played Skaven mirrors. Brilliant. Alright, let's turn remote back on. I hate how it turns remote off to just to find my opponents, because otherwise you can't search names in Discord. Card trying to defensive assault. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. If Skaven had some better terror sources, I could see it being a little better, but like all your terror sources kind of suck. It was better when you could bring a Lord as your caster and then bring like a Packmaster. But since you like both your hero spots are occupied, you can't bring a Packmaster as your terror source because those were pretty good. What maps are we on? What are our map choices? So it's Chateau de Roquefort, Glinty Tooth's Crag, or Needle Mist. What do we want to play out of those? I think Needle Mist probably sounds the best to me. Which one sounds the worst? I guess is the real question. I don't particularly want to play Glinty Toos, but alright, he map bans first. FWs will actually swarmed by squigs? Yep. Yep. Yeah, monster builds are probably how you have to do against greenskins, but your monster builds just aren't that good again, especially when you can't bring pack masters because your hero slots are already taken. That's a matchup that definitely really hurt by not being able to take your lord and reinforcements. Alright, let's also make sure our blocker. Okay, our blocker covers everything. What do you guys think of my blocker? I'm quite fond of this. I like this for this SFT. Alright, so he bans Chateau. I ban Glinty Toofs. So we play Needle Mist. So we're playing Needle Mist. Cool. Alright, how do I want to approach the Skaven here? I think the Skaven splits when Mortars and Domination, are they viable? The Arwar, absolutely. The Arwar is exceptional. The basic ones are okay. They're kind of overshadowed by Plague Blood Catapults, which are just longer range and do a little more damage. Yeah, they're not bad, but they're just kind of overshadowed right now. Alright. What do I want in this matchup? I definitely... Look for the safe play or the mean play? I think we play it safe. You guys got prepared to see a build the likes of which you have never seen before in your lives. Contamination? Yeah, contamination's real good. Real good. Is it even worth bringing slingers into Skaven? Yes, for that reason in particular. Okay. For one reason in particular. Is this the matchup where that's actually a viable tactic? Is this the one? Let's try it. I could see that actually being useful here. This might be a first. This might be a world first. I think we're happy with this. Well, I feel like we're a little infantry light. I have sub 25 rats. I feel like I want more rats. Actually, how many rats do I have? I have 1, I have 10, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, sub 20 rats doesn't feel great. Fuck it, let's send it. Let me double check my character kits. One too many times have I brought the wrong spells. Do not double check character kit. And I almost did this time. So actually, no, I feel like that's an acceptable acceptable character kit. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I have a bit of an experimental build. We'll see how this goes. I had a wild idea about what might actually just be good here, and it might bite me in the ass. But we will have to see. I have high hopes. Alright. Sit up. Lock the chair in place. Alright. Rat away. Rat be gone. What was I gonna check? I'm gonna check something. Oh well. So, we have Warp Fire Throwers. These guys clear lightly armored infantry very, very quickly, especially with the leadership debuff. So I'm hoping we can get a bit cheeky with rat clearing. Like, slingers aren't really worth it for killing clan rats or Skaven slaves, because they're just not that ammo efficient compared to the number of hit points that you have to chew through. Excuse me. Like, just those lightly armored normal missile units, or like non-AP normal missile units, like archers, aren't typically that good against Skaven. There's too many bodies, too many hit points you have to chew through. So, the slingers are just here to kill rat ogres, because rat ogres are very, very good. And we have the Warpfire Throwers to actually be our anti-infantry options. Although we probably should have brought some Skaven slaves, because they're gonna friendly fire the hell out of me. And then in our reinforcements we have some Plague Claws. The Plague Claws are just gonna come in and sit right over here. Alright, ready, GLHF. Oh my goodness, he has a monster blob, doesn't he? Maybe we're gonna be happy for bringing these slings. Some Brood Horror, Rattling Guns, and Vulcan Tail Slashers, a Flensing Ruin Caster, Storm Vermin. Lots. Okay, interesting. I also brought Storm Vermin Sword and Shield because I thought they might be good here. But this is not what I expected to bring them into. Also, our characters need to split up and hide, because there's a Flensing Ruin Caster. Means we need to be very scared for our safety. Plague Catapult will be good, but we need Rat Ogres on the field first to lock down that Brood Horror. If that Brood Horror is allowed to just run free, then I can't protect my missiles. We want them on the field, and then we can summon in Plague Claws to start just shelling into the Rattling Guns and the Storm Vermin. They see buff from Warpfire? Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, they also just do crazy damage to lightly armored infantry. Like, it says I have 109 missile strength, but I think they hit, like they multi-hit, or it's just really good pierce. As well as they do fire damage, and this thing regenerates, so they should melt that guy too. The ROR Clan Rat would be a bit more resilient, because they have fire resist. Or there's just more Clan Rats. Fine by me. I mean, the stack right. Yeah, fire damage. Also, basically, why'd they have 72 ammunition? Are they weird about how they count ammunition? Kind of like, was it sleds for Kislev? Kislev sleds? Can you shoot over this tree line? This is the question we must ask ourselves. What is the likelihood of you shooting over the tree line? Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers can go hold the side objective for me. Oh, that's very important. We need to actually desummon our Lord. Oh, that would have been a really stupid way to lose this game. That would have been a very stupid way to lose this game. Alright, you seem to be firing over just fine. Excellent. We'd like to see. Slingers, go on guard mode. Don't chase too far. Anti-Boobos are in there somewhere. That's going to be a pain in my derriere. Pull our Warpfire Throwers back. Push our infantry up. You go cap your own thing. Get me those rogers on the field. Where's our caster? Caster needs to be very scared of the Natty Boobos. Natty Boobos are spooky. Okay, wolf rats will lose to them. Make sure the wolf rats don't try to get onto our back line. Slingers can try to shoot the Rattling guns. Taking the center, which is good. Then Vulcan Tail Slashers will beat wolf rats with poison. No problem. That's going to be a lot of friendly fire if we try that. Let's not do that. We can push around this side as he's backing off and giving us a lot of space. We can actually get on those natty boobos. Although the Rattling guns are going to be a problem. So I'm going to back off a little bit there. Give me some clan rats up here. Or not clan rats, the other thing. Skaven slaves. Up here to just take some fire. The caster, go ahead and apply poison here just to start debuffing that vigor. See you coming in, I see you coming in. We get some wolf rats around this right side to actually go and take out that natty boobos. Because the natty boobos is a pain in my derriere. Right, how are you guys actually doing against... Okay, well you're friendly firing the hell out of your front line. But you're doing good damage to clan rats. That's fine. Both friendly and hostile clan rats, which is not ideal per se. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, Deathmaster's on the field. Interesting. But he doesn't have power grab, so this is actually just fine for us. We're in a good spot. That's an interesting choice of Flynn's Ruin target. Wolfrat Throw is doing lots and lots of friendly fire. There's natty boobos. Get these wolf rats out here and get on those natty boobos because they need to go down ASAP. More wolf rats. I don't know what you guys are doing. Well, I do know what you're doing, and I'm disappointed in you. Right, you guys fire into that blob there. Slingers, shoot the brood horror. Wolf rat thrower, fall back, get to the safety. Pressure the natty boobos. Get these wolf rats out here and doing things. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. Our Rogers are a little bit split somehow, but we have Slinger support for them. And our front line is winning pretty well thanks to the support of our Warp Fire Throwers. We're getting on top of those natty boobos and the Rattling guns, which is good for us. We can push through this blob here, get the Skaven slaves around either side. And we can just kind of push through the front line, because we have won that fight pretty decisively. I don't know where to put that just yet. Might be an argument for why we should bring Wither instead. Right, Slingers are doing good work against those Rat Ogres, what we like to see. We're capping that point. Wolf Rats can come around and help with this mobility fight. More Wolf Rats. Maybe we'll summon the Storm Vermin to go over here and cap the right side. The poison on that blob there. Or that blob there. Cool. Give poison to the... that lag cast is very annoying, because we just gave poison to the one thing on our roster, or like in our build, that actually already has poison. Very helpful game. Fire Throwers can come up. They'll actually do pretty good work against the Rat Ogres, because they are pretty large and pretty low leadership. Wolf Rats will do alright there, too. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. I see you, friend. Actually, we should get some Plague Monks out of here on the battlefield. That's what we really want. We should get some Plague Monks to come around here on the right side. Oh, Deathmaster, defend my chieftain. No, run away! Run away! Thing is, if Deathmaster actually kills me, then we're fighting even. So it's like he has to commit a lot just to go even, which is not a great spot for him to be in. Oh, he's going for my catapult. Well, I mean, we have contingencies for this. This is the upside of sitting on our spawn zone. Is that we can just have Skaven slaves come out and man the thing. You guys up there. Right, you guys are routing off, which is not great. That blob fight went a little bit poorly for me. For some poison. We did it again. We did poison on the... Oh, nice. Those guys routed. Don't all of you chase. Chieftain, keep running away. Plague Monks can intercept Deathmaster and do pretty good work there. The Terror from Brood Horror is a little annoying, but it's not like we have a good answer to it, so we just kind of have to deal. We're a little deeper over there than I want to be. Maybe we just pull back. The Rattling Guns pick it back online, so be it. We're killing off those Rat Ogres. Now come get in the back of these ones. The Wolf Rats in the back of them should do pretty good work. Give me some Rogers, have them come over here and get on top of Deathmaster. What's our caster doing? Oh, Deathmaster's coming to harass our caster. Does he have the net? He does have Deathmaster Sigil. That will be just fine, honestly. Alright, Warfire Thrower, come kill off that Brood Whore. Very close to dead. I would like it to get all the way there. You need to move up a bit. Wolf Rats have rallied in the corner. You need to be a bit careful of that. Yeah, he Deathmaster Sigil our Lord. Get some chaff support there. But we're taking over this fight. The Wolf Rats in this blob can split up a bit. Get me a fresh Warpfire Thrower and stop summoning over there. Maybe summoning down here. Run around and just kill those Wolf Rats as soon as they come in range. Just destroy them. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. We're up quite a bit. It's just kind of these single entities that are annoying, and we're going to have a hard time killing them. But they're not a huge threat to much of our army. Like, they might kill our caster, but our caster's kind of done his job at this point. So, it's not the end of the world. You get out here. You are too close to the trees, so you need to move that way. You guys can chill with them. Rogers can come over here. We are pressuring this third point. Based off that caster. How's our caster doing? He is being knocked over, so he can't actually cast. Which is kind of annoying. Okay. Well, the Brood Whore routed. So did those rats. Wolf Rats. Alright. Warpfire Throwers just sit there and face that direction. You come out here. Our caster could just keep running away. Not the end of the world, really. And these guys help fight the Plague Monks. If Deathmaster wants to waste his time killing our caster, that's like 700. We resummon if we need to. I'm kind of fine with that. It's not the end of the world for us. Come back this way. We don't need to push up that far. I'm going to make sure we don't get back capped. You're not going to accomplish much over there. Just get some more reinforcements out the right side and get this 3 cap underway. Warpfire Throwers. Doing pretty good work for me, to be honest. You push up and shoot those Plague Monks. Don't feel like we need you. I feel like you have pretty hefty mobility control. Can we just roast Deathmaster? Okay, just go ahead and cast this for the Vigor debuff. How much can we actually do to Deathmaster with these Warpfire Throwers? Yeah, they missed. They all missed. Cool. Cool, bro. Okay, we're actually losing out on that right side. Just got a mass rout. Oh, those are Storm Vermin. That's why we're struggling. Yeah, we have our own Storm Vermin, and I just never found a reason to summon them. Bring you guys over here. We don't really need many of you over there. Warpfire Throwers, kill the Brood Horror. Brood Horror is getting on my nerves. Doing a surprise amount of work just because it's durable and causes terror. Bunch of Plague Monks coming in. But we can just shell them with our catapult. Or another catapult, honestly. I think that's not the end of the world. We don't need to commit to the right side anymore. We can just commit to the center. No real reason to be that far up. And we can just back up a little bit. We need a second wave of infantry. Our infantry is actually really, really thin. Get some of these guys out. Got Plague Monks. Yeah, get these guys up here. Keep our Rat Ogres back. The Lord is doing fine. Give me some more bodies. We can bring up that Skaven slave that was protecting our artillery. So maybe we already did that. I see you, Wolf Rats. I don't know what you're up to, but I see you. I don't like you. We don't take kindly to your source around these parts. Burn, baby, burn. Come on, just get off one volley. Oh, you're on skirmish mode! No, that's mean. You're not supposed to be on skirmish mode. It's so useless. That's annoying. I'm trying to see if I can get that Storm Vermin. Actually, I felt the Storm Vermin's a liability with so many guns on the field. They could just see cheaper bodies. Are you firing into the trees? Yep. I thought so. Are Chieftain's alive? Okay, he is. Hello there. That's a cheeky back cap. Well, not back cap, but like backdoor. I probably just want rat ogres, right? Right? Is that what we want? Yep, rat ogres, slingers. This catapult needs to be firing at something, probably. See those wolf rats. I do see them. Oh no, the caster though is about to desummon. Yeah, the caster's not that useful to us at the moment. You're withdrawing because you're out of ammo, so you're not really worth my time. Probably just desummon you at this point. Use that money to actually get those storm vermin out here, because now that the Giselles are gone and a lot of the Radagers are dead, the storm vermin can actually have their moment in the sun. The one and only time they'll ever be useful. Our caster? Yeah, our caster's dead. Oh well. We used most of our WOM. His army is all, like, really winded because of it. Right? Yeah, they're tired. I'm curious to see how this Warfire throws ended up doing. Oh, goddamn, they did nothing. That's cool. We have a back cap coming in with that brute horror? Is that what's going on here? Any more rats over there? Can't be having that. I think the slings have probably done more than the warpfire throwers, to be honest. The problem is they just do it so slowly. Yeah, at this point I think he needs to 3 cap, so we can just start spamming things out over to the side over here. Oh, you're targeting somebody that routed a long time ago, aren't you? Cool. Some wolf rats over here. Yeah, we need to make sure he doesn't back cap us. I mean, we've got a pretty solid hold in the center, and like I said, he needs all 3 to win at this point. We've got the storm vermin coming out here. Actually, maybe send the storm vermin. Yeah, too late, they're already in the center. If we were paying more attention, we probably would have sent those to the left side, as that would be a smart thing to do. But you don't want you guys charging out first. Wait till the wolf rats commit to something. We really don't want to miss this charge. He goes into the fight. Alright, yeah, back off, except with the infantry. We don't want to take that charge head on. So that'd be like an even trade when we can just take a massively favored trade by getting an intercept. Perfect. I don't know, the center fight's starting to go kind of poorly for me. Oh look, globes. Those globes gonna die. Yeah, ignore the left side, just play for the center. We're already doing pretty well here, so let's just try and keep it up. Alright, send one guy over there. Send these wolf rats around the back. Actually, maybe they just come into the back of these guys. You guys on the center. Claw is firing in at the globes, which is a good place for them to be. Wolf rats can also go for the globes. Here's some more wolf rats. Brood Horror doesn't have a lot of cap weight, so we can actually stall it for quite some time. Storm vermin are getting killed by Deathmaster, which is like the only thing in the field that they don't want to be fighting. All that in the globes, but we've got the globes taken care of. Catapults will be firing into that big blob, get as much value as we can, and yeah, just waste the Brood Horror's time and hold the cap. We don't need to hold for a whole heck of a lot longer. Get you guys on the center. You guys can probably just be desummoned for a bit of cash. The Plague Claw is doing good work. Yeah, Plague Claw's doing real good work. We just want more infantry at this point. Yeah, the Wolf Rat rear charge is doing well as well. Just give me some more infantry on that point. Deathmatch is actually starting to get pretty low, but he's killing off our Storm Vermin. That might be not the greatest test for the Storm Vermin, because I sent them to fight the one thing that they don't want to fight. Just Deathmaster. Wolf Rats, run away! Okay, don't shoot Deathmaster. Turn around and shoot those Wolf Rats that are approaching you. But yeah, we've got this. We got like, what, 20 seconds? We're still winning the cap weight game in the center. Yeah, not bringing Power Grab makes this matchup a lot harder out naturally. What was my opponent's name? Jax. Alrighty. So we got, nope. I'm not on the top for once. We got rats. And we got rats. GG. We did in fact win. Cool. Can update this. And let's check some of those values. Rat Ogres did good. Warp Fire Throwers did less good. Slingers honestly did amazing. The Slingers, yeah, Slingers are good. I mean, they're just kind of free firing. There wasn't really a way for them to shut them down, and they're much harder to shoot with the digital sails than the weapon teams are. Plague Claw Catapults, they didn't get a ton of damage value. That's because they're shooting chaff and breaking the leadership. Wolf Rats are the best unit in this matchup. I guess he's got summoned multiple times. They're still pretty healthy at the end. Natty Boobos did a lot of work. I should have brought Natty Boobos. Natty Boobos just always really solid in this matchup. Because they're so hard for Skaven to shut down. I'm being pinged. Don't care about that ping. Do I care about this ping? No, I don't. Nice. Alright. Catch up with chat. What to do? One rat proves the blocker. Indeed. They should do it for more, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, Warpfire are an odd unit because they're very high potential damage output, but they're just really risky because they're short range and they have wonky line of sight and they friendly fire like nobody's business. So, alright, what other factions are we looking to face off with in this next round? Who else is 2 wins? So Catholic Alcoholic, who is playing, I think he was playing Zinch? Let me check. Ooh. Oh, he's playing Kislev. Okay. Then we have Hilden, who's playing Dwarves. We have Marshall, who I think is playing Greenskins. Yeah, he's playing Greenskins. Okay. Kislev and Dwarves are not bad for us. Greenskins would be a nightmare. And what other games haven't finished? Wrong button. Hadru Subutai, Serica Leechlord. That would bring Hadru Subutai and Serica Leechlord. Either one of those would win. What are those folks playing? Hadru's is Cathay. Subutai's also Cathay. Serica, I assume Serica's playing what else? Yeah. Yep. And Leechlord. What's Leechlord playing? Beastmen. So there's going to be a Cathay on the table, and then either Wood Elves or Beastmen. Which would I rather face between those? What's the map pool for the next round? Because Wood Elves Skaven is like pretty map dependent. If they can get on top of you the melee rush, it's kind of annoying. But if they have to like advance under fire, then they take a lot of losses. A lot of fat L's. So it's Lost Isles, Oakenshield, Borderlow. Those aren't bad for Skaven. We ban Borderlow because there's too much tree cover against Wood Elves, and we do fine. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. If we're against Dwarves or Cathay, then we probably want to ban Oakenshield and get a map with a little more terrain. Because we want to play a little more aggressively and do some Deathrunner shenanigans, so trees are helpful. Well, trees, Deathrunners don't matter, but like, we want more cover, because they're more reliant on their shooting than we are. I'm really curious about Cathay and Kislev into Skaven on this patch, because I haven't played them since their DLC. Not much of what Cathay got is going to be good in Skaven, it's just the Crowmen that are a real threat. But Crowmen are a huge threat, because they're just so good. For Kislev, the big thing is things in the woods. I don't know how they do. I guess they don't have that much armor, do they? How much armor do things in the woods have? 30. Okay, so they're not that good here. We just have to bring some slingers and they'll go down pretty easily. Do you have any idea what the other games are looking like? No, we don't, because no one's streaming the Discords. Free. I want information. Hmm. I feel like there's been a lot of mirrors today. The Cathay mirror going on right now. We just played a Skaven mirror. Our opponent said he already played a Skaven mirror. Yeah. Are we just waiting on... Okay, there's a Ghoul and Mikey down there. There's 3 more games to finish, so probably not enough time to play quick battle. So, just gonna hang tight for a minute or two. My chair is so noisy. It's very, very squeaky. Not even that old. So, Lost Isles of Chulchin is the one with the leadership in the middle, I think. Right? Lost Isles, Lost Isles, Lost Isles. Excuse me. Yeah, so there's the leadership in the middle, 2 objectives on the hills on the top side, and then 1 on the bottom side. So Lizardman theme map, there's some pretty decent cover, there's a lot of hills. So if we're playing a shooting heavy faction, Cathay Dwarfs Kislev, this is probably not a bad map for us. Controlling the center is definitely doable. And actually, controlling the center on this map for us is amazing because it stacks with power grab. Instead of having +8 leadership map wide, we'll have +12 leadership map wide, which is kind of absurd. So maybe we just want to play that map. Like, Skaven have good map control to be able to take that. Alright, looks like... Alright, some of the game's finished. Looks like... Agers beat Subutai, and Subutai dropped, or Subutai dropped, I don't know. And then, who else was it? It was Serika and Leechlord. Okay, so Beastmen beat what else? Beastmen aren't a huge threat. Zangors don't help them a whole lot against us. Armored infantry is just not typically very good in this game because we have globes, we have Jezzails, we have so many things to destroy armored infantry. So Beastmen is probably a fine matchup for us. Probably the best one for us, honestly. It's a real easy matchup, and it's a style I'm very comfortable with. So, like, Leechlord's Beastman is probably our best case draw for the next round. If I get that, I'll be pretty happy. If we get a good round 3, I'll be happy. I feel like round 3, the past couple tournaments I've played, has been where I've gotten screwed over and gotten really tough matchups. So hopefully we can get some decent matchups. Worst case scenario is Marshall on the Greenskins, I think. Greenskins are a tough one for Skaven. We have to try some shenanigans. But honestly, like all of our like monster shenanigans are just weak to Greenskin archers that are not uncommon because Greenskin archers are real good. Because like all of our monsters are really lightly armored. And Helplets aren't even that good. Like they just don't have good animations. Their stats are fine, but their animations make them not connect super well. So might have to go for a Brood Horror actually as our terror source if we do that. Ideally we'd have a Packmaster, but we need the Chieftain, we need a caster, so we can't do a Packmaster. Which is disappointing. Yeah, maybe we gotta go Brood Horror. They're slippery, they have regen. We can just run around and be a terror source, which is pretty useful for us. I don't know how Borkav actually does killing them though. Maybe build against Beastmen. A tough one for you to figure out. Pretty similar to Khorne, honestly. Actually, I think probably almost the exact same build as I had against Khorne. Just slingers. Probably don't need the Plague Claw or globes against Beastmen as much. Maybe you'll need one globe for Zangors. But it's slinger spam to kill the Minos, spear spam to deal with all their mobility. Yeah, and then obviously you have your Rat Ogres, Plague Priest, Chieftain. Yeah, it's not a terribly complex build. It's pretty similar to the Khorne one. They probably drop the Plague Claw, probably drop the Warp Lightning, and just go harder on spears and slingers. Spears and slingers beat everything other than Zangors. You can bring a couple of globes for Zangors. So, yeah, I feel like Beastmen is a very manageable matchup. I haven't played it, to be honest. This is mostly speculation, but I feel like that's a fine matchup for us. All right, any round threes? Still waiting on that one last game. I did not sleep very well last night, and it is coming back to bite me. Alright, I think they're done with their game. They said so in Discord. That game is done. Bracket should advance in just a second. We can have an opponent soon. Round advanced. Who do we got? Adri's Cathay. Lovely. Alright. I almost went into stream chat to find my opponent. That's not very helpful. And I've already forgotten the maps. Okay, I ban map first. So I think I'm going to ban Oaken Shield. His mobility is good. Open. See, I think I'm going to ban Oaken Shield. I'm just copying and pasting because I can't be bothered to type out map names. Alright. Locker up. Do we want to try some shenanigans? Or do we go for all reliable? What are we thinking? Also, don't get bad against Boar Boys and get away from them. Okay. That'll probably definitely be the play then, if we end up in that matchup. But for now we have Cathay. Onyx Crowmen are just such a goddamn problem. Such a problem for us. Where are Cathay? Cathay. Why can't I find out they're there? How much armor do Crowmen have? 15. Okay, so on paper they're squishy. On paper, they're squishy. Alright, I'm waiting for my opponent to pick the map. I banned Oaken Shield. We're either on Chulchin or Borderlow. What'll it be, Hadries? Dan's Borderlow, so we're playing Chulchin. Fine by me. Kind of what we wanted. Get rid of the Warp Fire Throwers. The Warp Fire Throwers are not the play into Cathay. I can assure you of that much. They're not the play here. How do we do this? How are we planning to do this? I feel like we can't bring anything greedy. I feel like because Khorne exist, we can't go anything super expensive because they're really good at killing those targets. So I feel like we have to go for an extremely low greed build, which means we go very, very wide with just bodies and maybe some slings. I feel like that's what we have to do. That's the unit we want. That's right. Forgot about that, but I did plan on that ahead of time. I do have some idea what I'm doing, as it turns out. I know it's a shock to many, but I'm not completely clueless. Khorne are such a problem. They're actually just such a problem. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Is this... No, it's not. It's not. This is not the Storm Vermin matchup. Still is not a Storm Vermin matchup. One of you... This is so tough. Because, like, I can't bring expensive shooting, because Khorne will kill it. That's just how it's going to be. So then how do I spend my money on my starter? Is the question. I don't want to bring expensive characters because I'm scared of like Zhao Ming or Yanbo. I guess Miao Yin a little bit. Like his characters are good. So if we bring expensive characters, they're just gonna die. So what do we spend our money on in our starter? Fuck it. Let's try it. Okay, my reinforcement I do know what I need to spend on because I need my Rogers. Are we happy with this? Are we ever going to be truly happy? Think we're good. Think this is our best bet. Yep, we're sending it. They has rockets. What is that in reference to? Did the warp storm scroll the grace here just for an emergency snare against Khorne? Sounds too technical and mess power grab. Warp storm scroll is not a snare, it's just a slow. Just a slow. I'm feeling power grab in favor of double warp gale. Not optimal to power grab, but I think I'm just trying to deny the birds targets and trying to overwhelm them on the ground. Like, if there's nothing ideal for the birds to fight, then they're just infantry that doesn't have capture weight. And even if they can kill a lot of our stuff, we're just going to try to kill his ground forces faster and outlast him with our reinforcements. Because the thing is, Cathay has always struggled with pushing forward in melee, with pushing forward onto the map and taking space aggressively. They have to shoot their way forward, or now they have to use Khorne to actually get... Like, they have to value trade very effectively to get space on the map. And when we can recycle bodies so quickly and effectively as Skaven, we can slow them down so much. So I'm hoping that we can just control the map very effectively. And just kind of slow him down and force him to just bleed for every inch of the map he takes. That's kind of my goal at the moment. When Cathay rockets just demolish all your rats? No, not really. There's just too many rats. I mean, I do have contingencies to try and get rid of rockets. Like, I don't want them to be free firing, but they don't do enough to kill all of our rats. There's just too many rats. I mean, if he goes like quad rocket, sure, that's a little annoying. He'll kill a lot of rats. But A, there's always more rats. B, if he goes quad rockets, he doesn't have an army to actually stop me from doing things, so I can just kind of run at him after a time. So, and rockets, like, their damage output is okay, but they're better against elite, tightly packed units, like Elves or Kislev. Against Skaven, who have large unit formations and cheap units, they take a very, very long time to actually pay for themselves. And they're not very accurate, so that also slows down their ability to pay for themselves. Alright. Rat be gone. You can see all of our glorious rats. Behold, the Vermintide in all its glory. I did end up going some Storm Vermin. Mostly because I needed to spend money. Like I said, this build was like super cheap if I didn't bring Storm Vermin. And like, on paper they're not bad against Cathay, as long as there aren't rockets or heavy AP spells, which I don't expect heavy AP spells. I expect Dragon's Breath. And he has the Zhao Ming banner, so like, I feel confident in that expectation. We're going to try to sneak some Death Runners around the side to shut down any shooting he might bring. Khorne might fuck that over because they're extra spotting range, which is one of the many things that is very annoying about facing Cathay right now. Now, we're going to hide our Stormer in these trees and eventually come up and take them on the hill. There's a good bit of cover on this left side. We need this. This is ours. We cannot let him take this. This helps us so much. We need to take that. So, I want to keep my formation a bit away from that right side. Like, away from the edges, so he doesn't have any reason to go over there and spot my Death Runners. Alright, I think we're good to go. Ready, good luck, have fun. Alright. I'm really unsure how this is going to go. Also, I have this because the spend worked out, and it can do some fire work against Peasant Long Spears. He's got a pretty wide army to start, so he's probably got like 5 Jade Warriors, 5 Peasant Long Spears, and just crossbows behind that. That'd be my guess. And a Lord, presumably. What are we looking at? Double Astromancer with spell resistant melee defense. A Terracotta? Is that nice? Oh, it's a Jet Lion. Interesting. Is he going for melee builds? He's going for a melee build. Interesting. Okay, well, we have Plague Claws in our reinforcements, and we want to summon those first. I think he knows he can't just surrender map control to me. Because of this. which is honestly fine. If he wants to come in melee grind with me, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like we win that for the most part. The jet line is there just for harmony. Zhao Ming is annoying, but I mean, we're not going to try to kill him. We were never going to try to kill him. He's just irritating. So that's fine. Our characters need to be a little careful, though, because he's annoying and he's hard to kill. Can't do a whole lot about him. Armor, come on, open walk. I assume he just has, yeah, he has Dragon's Breath, like we predicted. He can do whatever he wants to our catapults, though, which is a bit annoying. He can just completely have his way with our catapults, so we need Rat Ogres on the field. Make sure he doesn't do that thing. There's the Crowman. Big shock. Oh no, my Skaven. My ratty boys. Look like catapult's just firing in. Yeah, he's going straight for my catapult. So like I said, we can't do a ton about. He's going to come and just drop on my Storm Vermin, which is very rude. Gonna come drop a hot steaming deuce on my Storm Vermin. We cannot let him take that center objective. That has to be ours. We'll bring these Death Runners around the back. Getting... I feel like it's just not worth trying to fight his lord with Wolf Rats that much. We'll just summon our other Plague Claw over here and waste his time on trying to fight it. Pop Concealment Bombs, get you around the back. But we need that center point. Get our Cap Weight on there. Get our Poison, get our Plague Claw. We should beat Peasant Long Spears, right? Especially if they don't have Harmony. Who capped what? Not us. That's cool. Why are you not killing him? That's cool. Yeah, we really need to take that center point, like I said. Really, really need to take that. Death Runners should collapse on that position just fine. We need you guys to not be over there. We need you over here. Right, we're taking the center. That's very, very good for us. The extra leadership is huge for us. Much more so than it matters for him, I suspect. So, like, fighting for that just makes all the sense in the world. Our Chieftain can honestly go and probably fight the jet line. That's probably fine for us. We want to kill that Iron Hail because it just exists to give Harmony, and we don't want him having Harmony. The Iron Hail really needs to die, so our Death Runners can go and work on that. Plague Claws can start shooting into the Cavalry, that's fine. Shoot wherever it's not going to friendly fire a ton. Right. Trying to kill our characters, which is fine, because our characters are really expendable. Like, we can just replace characters very, very easily. So I'm really not concerned about that. It's going to take him a while as well, and we can get Rat Ogres in there to help. But, I mean, that doesn't mean we're going to completely abandon them. Okay, there's Cav in the way, get Spears up here. We're taking the right side. Took this. There's birds coming back here for our catapult, so just summon some infantry on it. And we can just sacrifice that, honestly. Get you guys in the back here. We've killed, like I said, we've killed most of his infantry, which is good. That's a place we want to be in. Because it means he's going to have a very, very hard time holding objectives against us. This is good. This is very, very good. We're not holding that objective. That's not the end of the world. We do want to try and turn up the tempo against him a little bit. It's not our #1 priority. But I do need Wolf Rats to come in and protect these guys. We're going to want to re-attract those guys with Wolf Rats. Poison specifically. See how those guys do. He's coming for my caster, which is fine, so that means he's not fighting us for the objective that we really, really want. There are Death Runners over here. I'd love to take... We're not going to take two. We're not going to. Not right now, anyway. Get these guys over here under that Jet Lion. The Jet Lion is really his only source of harmony, so I'd really love to get rid of it ASAP. The Arwar Onyx Crowman is just such a pain. Okay, we need Rat Ogres on the field. Could really use some Rat Ogres. He's summoning a lot of cavalry and mobility. Killed that Crowman just fine. Very, very good. Catapult is still firing there. Go on guard mode so you don't chase off and do anything silly. Death Runners really don't need to be fighting their characters. That's the last thing they want to be fighting. These Death Runners honestly disappear. I need you to disappear because I need you on the far side of the map, and we don't want to be attacked on our way there. Get these guys on that objective. We can't afford to lose that. This Cav are chasing us down. That's fine. Pop a Wither here. Where are our characters? Our characters are fine. Zhao Ming is trying to be annoying, but he's not really that annoying, to be honest. Death Runner's pop concealment bomb, because like I said, I need you to not be in this vicinity anymore. And I think we just need more bodies over here. So you need to move up. You just need Skaven Slave Spears. We're trading in value very, very effectively, which is good. He's having a hard time, like I said, contesting objectives against us. He's really relying on single entities, which aren't that effective against Skaven. We're actually even killing them pretty effectively. We need Wolf Rat, or we need Rat Ogres, rather, to come over here and actually kill things. Lionheart Spears, that's kind of annoying. Alright, come over here and kill these guys, but we need Rat Ogres and Spears to actually come help us kill these cavalry units. We need to make sure he doesn't actually take that center position from us. We cannot let him take the center. Otherwise we are losing a lot of infantry. He doesn't seem interested in pushing up on the right, which is kind of a good thing for us. He's focusing on the left around his single entity blob. He's trying to kill our chieftain, and it's not really going very well for him. Keep popping Wither, keep trying to kill that Jet Lion. Just keep pushing up. The Death Runners are doing good work as well. Skaven Slaves are just more bodies than they can handle, which is perfect. We're holding the center. The Wolf Rats are tearing things apart. Excellent. These Rat Ogres can go over here and help fight these spears, but get the infantry there first. We don't want them head-charging spears. Catapult. Do not let that bullshit... Do not let them get away with that bullshit. The Rallying Cav is not killing our catapult. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not doing that to me. Cool. Alright, spears can go die. Make sure we run down whatever cav we can. We need to make sure we're casting spells. Our chieftain is in that blob. Is he dying? Eh, not really. But we just need more bodies over here. And like I said, these bodies are just wearing them down a lot. And it takes a lot of effort for them to remove them. But we're not on the fucking point, which is a problem for us. We are taking the other one. The Rat Ogres can now come over here and kill this. The Wolf Rats can charge into the back of some of these guys, and we can just get more and more Skaven Slaves. And he has a very, very hard time dealing with all of this shit. Our chieftain is being killed by Zhao Ming. We need to get him out of there, get some spear support maybe. Skaven Slaves, push the heck up. You have one job. Die for my glory. Go do it. We got Wolf Rat Ogres over here fighting, that's fine. We need some more Rat Ogres. We're taking this point, which is a good place to be. We need some more Rat Ogres over here. You can be desummoned, probably, or not. You just aren't going to let me desummon you? Cool. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted in my day. He's trying to kill my chieftain. He's not doing a very good job because Zhao Ming is a terrible character who can't do anything because his animations are shit. And that's why no one should ever use Zhao Ming. Despite his busted-ass item, he is just a terrible character. Don't use him. Right, we're taking the third cap. We're up a ton of victory tickets. Drop some poison. Our chieftain is nice and safe in the trees. His cav is dying. We can get bodies on points. Ooh, this is going very well for us, I'd say. The single entities can't really clear us fast enough. We're actually wearing them down. Our chieftain can hopefully kill that Jet Lion. I think the Jet Lion would be really nice. Right, you guys can actually push up a little bit because you're not in range of anything. You guys pull back to the rear of the point so our catapult can cover you. Just get more bodies. They have nothing to clear bodies. He's summoning cav and flyers, and he's trying to kill infantry with it. It's not going super well for him. Rat Ogres need to get to the point. Who else is idle? You're idle over here because I told you to be idle, so that's fine. The one acceptable reason to be idle. Zhao Ming is trying really hard to kill our characters, and like I said, he's just so bad at it. He's just so bad. He's a terrible character. Don't use him. All he's good for is, like, disrupting missiles, because he's just tanky as hell. But, like, generally speaking, he's just not a very good character. He's not a good fighter. He's not a good duelist. His animations are terrible. He can't connect his attacks. Oh, cool, we killed the Jet Lion. Dope. So these guys... Get on top of that cav. Do we have any spells available? Not just yet. That's fine. We're also doing a lot more damage to Zhao Ming than I thought we would be. I need some more infantry on this side. Give me some shields up here. They're killing my Rat Ogres, which I don't really love. I don't have anything to do about it. I see that bullshit. And I just spent my money, so I can't stop it. Otherwise, I would summon some Wolf Rats on it to stop it. But I may have misjudged the situation a bit. And may lose the catapult. The catapult's low on ammo anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Crowmen are beating the shit out of Rat Ogres, which is a fun interaction that I didn't really know about. Really cool that that's an interaction. Really happy that that's how that works. Real happy about that. Poison. Yeah, the extra leadership is doing a lot of work for us. We can get those wolf rats out here now. They can also just come help contain this cavalry. We're going to lose 3, and that's probably fine, but we need more infantry out here to protect... What is it? Oh no, we're going to lose 2. But we want to protect 3. Catapult, are you dismounted? Can't tell. Catapult is dismounted. Get back on your piece. Oh god. Oh god, it multiplied. That's not how that works. Alright, there we go. Guys, we won round 3. I haven't won round 3 this patch. Every single round 3 has gone terribly for me. Deathrunners felt really good. Our caster did good work. Our chieftain... They killed the jet... Oh wow, the storm vermin. What the hell did they kill? I guess they killed Crowman. Huh. Well, I'm taking a screenshot of that for the RTA Discord. Yeah, Rat Ogres were clutch. Blood Claws were doing good work. Wolf Rats did good. I feel like I'm conflicted. Because like I feel like more Wolf Rats is good, but it also like increases your micro requirement exponentially. So it's very hard to deal with. Jet Lion did nothing. This build was very odd. Like this is just to buff his Horde Clear spell. This Horde Clear spell isn't that good in the first place. So I feel like you might just go like Vomit of the, or like Celestial. What is it? Constellation of the Dragon. That one. Because Skaven tend to blob up really hard because there's too many random champions to micro effectively. But he just didn't have Harmony. He had 1 Iron Hail in his starter, 1 in his reserve. He was really relying on that Jet Line to be all of his Harmony, which I don't agree with. Like, I feel like if you're going to do this kind of melee build, you want Meow Ying and a drum to just buff the hell out of your infantry. But against Skaven, I don't know. I feel like you need some kind of shooting against Skaven. Alright. Let us input our score. We got Rattos and Cathay. And now I need to go post that screenshot in the RTA Discord to let everybody know how great my Storm Vermin were. Alright, gonna update our win. Alright, where'd our win loss? Oh, it's only on this scene. Forgot to put it in the other scene. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Also, this can probably come down a little bit. Alright, so we have 3 wins. We are undefeated so far. This is going well. I'm scared. What horrible thing's gonna happen to me next? Probably Greenskins. Greenskins is probably the horrible thing's gonna happen to me next. Alright. Hey, Rusty. Skaven meta at last. Skaven, there's some good things. Skaven are good against some of the meta stuff. They're good against Kislev, they're against Cathay. Actually, after that game, I feel very good about Skaven to Cathay. The map definitely helped, though. But, like, you know. I think Hage's build could definitely use some optimization. But they also really struggle against Ogres. Ogres Skaven is probably the worst matchup in the meta right now. Like, there's just no way Skaven can win that, as far as I'm aware. They also struggle against Greenskins, which are very, very good. What else do they struggle against? That's good. I don't know how Skaven Brett is, but Brett hasn't been that prominent. Tomb Kings can be troublesome, but I've heard they've been doing better about that this patch. And I don't know Skaven Zinch. I could see Zinch having some play there. And Wood Elves can be troublesome as well. So, like, they really stomp a handful of the meta factions, but they also get stomped by some of the other meta factions. Oh, Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin. Yeah. That's definitely a good matchup for them. Like, that's the ideal matchup. Like, Cathay has always struggled with armored infantry. They don't have any AP melee, aside from halberds. So, like, I mean, if we look at Cathay's roster, they have armor piercing. So, as far as armor piercing non-anti-large things, because halberds don't count in this instance, they're not that good against infantry. It's Iron Hails, which have line of sight issues and shields, or they don't, shields are a problem. Or Celestial Dragon Crossbows, which are very, very risky into Skaven because Plague Claws, Spells, Death Runners, mostly Plague Claws. Plague Claws is the big one. Crane Guns are fine. The problem with Crane Guns is that they don't pierce models, and Stormrun have so many models. Yeah, I mean, I guess Fire Rains and Balloons, but like I said, we have plans for that. We can take care of those. Although, like I said, I'm a little hesitant to say that Stormrun are actually good off of that game because I feel like Hadrian's build could use a lot of improvement. Like I feel like Miao Ying is just better. Like if I were gonna do Cathay Skaven, what do I do in Cathay Skaven? I mean, obviously our reinforcements are gonna look like this. Excuse me. You definitely have to summon a crow out early to go scout Death Runners. People are not like on top of that. I get away with so much Death Runner bullshit. It's amazing. What spells do you have that are useful? Comet might be useful, but I feel like you're just a bad character in general. Although, actually, if there's one instance for Yanbo, it's Skaven, because he's anti-infantry. That's fine, but not necessary. That could be okay, but not necessary. Because, like, he's fast and can kill Skaven characters. And then Comet is actually, like, a good spell here, because it just clears large amounts of chaff very, very quickly. So, like, if there's ever a time for Yanbo, this is it. This is it. Like, this is the only matchup where I would ever... Well, maybe Dwarves. But, like, this is the only match where I'd ever consider Yanbo. And then we just do, like... Because the thing is, with the dragon characters, it's so much more valuable to have them in infantry form because of the Harmony app. It doubles the value of Harmony, especially if you pair it with a drum, which gives Harmony and a huge aura, and then also has the buffs. Like, I could see this being a solid core against Skaven. I'm not sure what I would back it up with. Maybe a couple of crossbows. The problem with this is, like, on a map that we, like the one we just had, you have to play the double side, because you cannot spread your forces very well. So you have to play the side with two objectives. Like, that was the big thing that my opponent messed up with that game, is he had a very, like, concentrated force of single entities, and he put them all on the side of the single objective. And I did fight into it, because I could win, because I knew I could win. But, like... Say that single entity blob actually wins the fight. You have to have it on a side of the map where it can control two objectives. Because otherwise, I would just... If I thought I would lose to that blob, I'd just walk to the other side of the map. And I'm pretty fast because I'm rats. So, like, you have to do this on a point where you can actually... In a position where you can actually control multiple objectives. So, like, I could see this being a solid... Or I haven't tested it, obviously. But I could see that being a starting place. Maybe throw in some crossbows or something, because crossbows are solid. Like, clan rats don't kill them very quickly. They do solid damage. And then, I feel like the Cav and the Croman reinforcements is fine. The Jetline I'm a little mixed on. I like the Terror. Oh, it doesn't cause Terror? These fuckers don't cause... Oh my god, they're terrible. They're so bad. They're so bad. They don't cause Terror. What the hell? That's wildly disappointing to me. That is wildly disappointing. Hey, is the record? No, we're still waiting. Okay. But at this point, it's like, well, what else do we bring? Like, we've reached the point of what else do we actually summon? I mean, Peasant Horseman, sure, why not? But we've, like, exhausted the things that are good against Skaven. We have to bring shooting at this point, I think. So either Iron Hails, which aren't that good against Skaven because they prefer to be shooting elite targets. Peasant Archers are probably, honestly, the way to go, because they have just volume. Like, they have low DPS, and like they're not very armor piercing, but they have volume of fire, which is what you need against Skaven, because you have to kill lots and lots of bodies quickly. I feel like that's probably what you go for. And the Croman, of course, can keep your shooting alive from any of the Skaven bullshit, if you're on top of that. All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. We need to plan our next round. Where are the rats? Rats. Actually. We do need to plan our next round, but I also need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back, and then we'll look at our next round. So, BRB. Alright. Oh no, why did everything just minimize? I did not ask for this. Alright, so next maps are Twilight Forest, Halls of Carrickdom, Road to Talheim. Which one is Twilight Forest? Is that the hills? I think that's okay. Water bottle, you do not fit in between me and my toolbar on my other monitor. Twilight Forest is the hilly one. Well, 2 hills on either side. Yes. Okay. That's not a bad map for Skaven. We're fast. We can take the hills pretty quickly, and we can shoot our opponent off of the other one. So that's a fine map for us. We're cool with that, especially if we're playing against an aggressive faction like Greenskins, which is like worst case scenario for us right now. Halls is fine. It's not very wide, which on one hand means our opponent can't flank us very easily. On the other hand means the white line is very close, so our stuff's going to route off quickly. It's not ideal. Road to Talheim is fine. It's not great. That might be our ban. We might ban Talheim. Twilight Forest is probably ideal for us. A little big, but we're pretty quick as rats. I think we definitely don't want Talheim. It's big, it's open. If we're playing like an aggressive faction. If we're playing against like Kislev or Cathay again, we're probably fine with... Well, no, if we're playing Kislev or Cathay, we definitely want to ban Talheim. Well... Because we're playing against a defensive faction. Kislev, Cathay, Elves, something like that. Halls of Carrickdom is very narrow, so we can't actually use our width to surround them as easily. So that might be the ban. But we could just outshoot them with Giselle spam. But if Little Grom exists, let's see what we're up against. Yeah, I think if we're up against a missile faction, we ban Halls. If we're up against an aggressive faction, we ban Road. Twilight Forest is our ideal map. Alright. Last round started. Who do we got? We have Sterngard. I don't know what Sterngard is playing. Alright, what are they playing? Let us check the Discord. Sterngard. Dwarfs. Oh, Dwarfs is so free. It's so free for us. Like, even when Dwarfs were big OP, Skaven were just a hard counter. So this should be very easily. Is banning the peasants in the starting army be better than just Jade Crossbows? Maybe. Maybe, probably. I don't actually know which one of those is better in that scenario, because, like, on one hand, Jade Crossbows are pretty resilient in melee against Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves. Like, they just don't take damage because of the armor. So they're more durable, but their damage output is probably going to be buying, like, getting less damage per gold than Peasant Bowmen. So it's a give and take. It depends on your priorities, which I don't know which would be better because I would need to test that. I don't feel good spamming Peasant Bows because I feel like my backline is super soft, very easy to compromise. But against Skaven, I could see that being feasible. All right, who bans map first? I kind of hope he does. I do. Lovely. He's playing Dwarfs. So what do we ban? Against Dwarfs, I don't think I'm scared of his melee shenanigans. I think his missile stuff is more... Yeah, we usually rush him, rush Dwarfs, so I think we ban Halls. So yeah, ban Halls, see what he bans. Why isn't Money on Bone when Khorne exist? because we can't bring an army of just Crowmen. we were looking at Cathay build, and it's like, well, we have everything we want, and we still have like 3,000 gold. We have our infantry, we have max Crowmen, we have our characters, and we have max cavalry, and we still have like 3,000 gold. So that's why you spend money on bowmen. That is the only reason we were spending money on bowmen. And Road, hey, we're getting Twilight Forest, just like we always wanted. Cool. Alright, block her up. Let's see if I do have Chorf builds saved, but they probably aren't legal anymore. Because of the Lord change. Chaos Chorf. Yes. Oh wow. So this build is bugged. Interesting unit. So this unit used to be my Lord, because you could just start your Lord and reinforcements. This is actually not a legal build even with that. Where's my casters? Alright, alright, this is fucky. We're gonna have to you know, do an extreme build makeover. Alright. Here are the chevrons. Do we just ale spam? What's good about Chorfs these days? What is good about Chorfs these days? Their lords are still annoying. Can't do a whole lot about that. I used to bring Deathmaster to kill their lords, kill like Astrogoth or the Lord, but I can't do that anymore because I can't bring a Lord in reinforcement because CA won't let me have fun with Skaven. These things are good, but not a threat to us in any regard. These are bad. These are fine. These are fine. So it's single entities, and they're trained. It's really just single entities. So I think we bring a Flensing Ruin caster here. I don't think we need the Vigor Spam caster. I think we bring Flensing Ruin. Do you want a Bonebreaker Chieftain? I feel like that's always risky, so we're not going to do that. Bring a Flensing Ruin caster. What else do we want here? Yes, that's what we want here. We want... Right, a lot of things need to change in this build. This build was designed to counter renders, so it's not that relevant anymore. That's still fine. Bring that. Start this. And then upgrade some of you to actual clan rats. I feel like I want spears, actually. You... We have... Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, we need a Gracie or Lord. I had a perfect spend, but I have to bring my D-Summon Lord. Free. So much for my perfect spend. I will reinforce you. We can grab that, and our perfect spend has been officially ruined. There we go. Okay. Perfect spend restored. You guys. More Rattos. My opponent knows what's coming. He says he feels like this is going to be a real bad time. Alright. Mute group chat until after stream. I can read the group chat that's popping off after stream. You're a fine choice. Don't want any more of you. Kind of want you. Kind of want you. Fuck it. This is definitely a matchup where we have a little bit of leeway with our build, so I will bring the fun unit. I'll bring exactly one of the fun unit. No, we won't. We won't bring the fun unit. I'm sorry, chat. Well, I will bring a fun unit, just not that one. You know what? No, we will bring that. We'll drop you and grab you. Then we can turn you into a clan rat. Perfect spend. We don't quite have the 40 stack, of which I'm deeply ashamed, but yeah. Death Shriek? Oh wait! Oh, I forgot to bring catapults! Catapults are central to my strategy! Fuck! Ah, fuck! Oh well, we'll manage. Yeah, we have plans for a Death Shriek. Don't worry. I have infinite schemes, but many of my schemes relied on catapults, and I forgot to bring catapults. Well, shit. Yeah, I was looking at my build and like, this is like a very small amount of things that can actually kill his infantry, like dwarf infantry. And it's because my original plan was to bring catapults, and I fucking forgot. Like, I like catapults on this map because I can force him to move off the hill with them. Oh well, we'll manage. Alright. No. You. Rat be gone. Alright. So we are rats. We have many rats. I know this may be shocking to some of you, but we brought a couple of rats. You go over there. So remember what we did with Death Runners last time? Well, this time we do them with Triads to go and have some shenanigans involving the Death Shrieks. This is the kind of shenanigans that I did endlessly in the Chorf meta, and no one ever actually caught me on it, and it was magnificent, and I loved it. I would just sneak Triads around the edge of the map and go and kill Death Shrieks, or back then it was Magma Cannons. No one ever actually caught me on my bullshit, and I was very pleased. Which hill do we want? I think we want this one. Excuse me. I was gonna take one hill and then summon a catapult to shell the other hill, but, well, we're stupid, so we don't have a catapult. Also, thank you for existing. Go away. Guess I'll have to zoom in a bit. Alright, ready? Jeff. I'm still not entirely sure what the extra strategy is here. Okay, he's got a pretty big army, so he has infantry, so we're gonna need to summon our globes early, most likely. Alright, he's ready. Going this way, sneaking you up along the sides. He's summoning you, but he has just a wide build with double Death Shriek and Astrogoth. Astrogoth's annoying. He's not the end of the world. Oh, also this is our fun unit for trains. But okay, Blazing Beards, Abos, and Gobos. Yeah, just get us rats. We'll put some Skaven slaves up in the center. Try to pressure that a little bit. Although he's gonna Death Shrieker them. Maybe we don't put them just willy-nilly. Can we sneak around that side? I mean, with Concealed Bomb we definitely can. The problem is his Death Shrieks are at the front of his formation. Also, where is our Natty Boobos? Natty Boobos is our other answer to Death Shrieks. But if they're going to sit behind the trees, then I'm going to be a very sad rat. You guys, come around this way. Just give me more and more rats, because that's very annoying for him to deal with. So the last thing we want to do is reveal Natty Boobos before the appropriate time. You need to pop a Concealment Bomb to sneak past these guys. You need to get the hell over here. You need to move your little rat legs. Goblin Archers aren't a huge threat. Astrogoth's a little annoying. Bull Centaur Renders, not a huge issue, but we are going to need to get some more Rat Ogres on the field here pretty soon. Slings are also going to be good. Can send some Skaven Slaves to the center to cap when we need to. If Deathstreak shoots Skaven Slaves, it's not the end of the world by any means. Those renders sitting on top of those Deathstreaks are a little annoying. Because we need them gone because we need globes. Can we dodge this? Can he maybe hit a tree? Oh, where's the missile? Oh, you consumed ammo. He's definitely hitting trees, because like, he consumed ammo, I don't see the projectile. Also, Astrogoth needs to not spot our Natty Boobos. Alright, I don't know where those renders are, and it concerns me. Well, I guess that means I do know where they are, because they're in the trees somewhere. But but I'd like to narrow it down a little bit more before I commit my boys. Natty Boobos have snipe. Why am I scared of shooting? Try and just delete Astrogoth. Just shoot the hell out of him. Oh yeah, they're doing good work there. And also, we can just kind of push up. It's like the Death Streaks are not that scary to rats, because we have so many of them for so cheap. We can send a globe up this side, hopefully. Yeah, these guys are going to do good work here. Yep. Perfect. Exactly what we want to happen. Start advancing on his formation. We are a little light on AP, although I guess... Oh, he only has one armored dwarf unit. Interesting. Iron Demon's coming in, but I mean, it's going to be charging into spears, so we're kind of okay with that. So we want our Rat Ogres first? I guess we do, because he has mostly Hobgoblins, but we can start pushing up. Natty Boobos can shoot the Blazing Beards of Berserk. And we're going to lose some of these Ashen Triads. We got one of the Death Shrieks. Actually, are you close enough to pick off the other one? Oh, you are. Nice. Nice, that's what we like to see. Pushing up this hill is a little awkward without any missile support. Pull these Rat Ogres back. Get our Caster and our Chieftain over on this side of the map. Definitely need that. Actually, I think we just want Slingers. I think that's our missile support option. Maybe we should have brought some more of those. You guys come collapse on this side. We got one of the Death Streaks. Our Natty Boobos are taking out the other one. It's a little obstructed, but it's fine. Hobgoblin Archers are getting into melee, which is fine by me. You can come here into melee. You need to be next to him in case Astrogoth comes by. We don't have Guardian, which might have been an oversight. Actually, Astrogoth totally has magic attacks, right? Yeah, he does. But just pop up huge Flensing Ruin on Astrogoth. And call it a day. Alright, the Death Streaks are routing but not dead, which means they will come back at some point. But that sounds like a problem for later Platy. You know, good old future Platy. The victim of all of my decisions. You don't need to be fighting just there. Okay, you need to be shooting the train. The train is like our biggest problem. What is that? No, that's Flamestorm, I guess, isn't it? Alright, you guys push in the back. Triads have rallied to get in the back there. You guys, that's not where we wanted those, but fine. It's our life now. We're losing the center, which I don't actually like. Bring these guys over here. Bring some of you back into the center. Yeah, we have those Dwarf Warriors and nothing to actually kill them. Excuse me, Chorf Warriors. The Terror Routes are irritating as well. That's a massive Terror Route, actually, jeez. Natty Boobos, can we just finish off Astrogoth, actually? Death Streaks are shooting Natty Boobos by accident, which is unfortunate for us. Very unlucky. But honestly, we're winning in most of the map. And Astrogoth is very killable for us here, so we don't mind that at all. You guys need to come over here. You're probably actually not the best choice to fight the train, but you'll do very well against the Bull Centaur Renders, which is fine by me. We need these guys. We need our globe. We need actually Rat Ogres charging the back of those guys will do plenty of work as well. They'll do just fine there. You guys need to come on the point. You guys need to actually take an attack order. And Astrogoth is dying, but they got on top of Natty Boobos. But we have Flensing Ruin to finish him off, so it's fine. This is a massive, massive blob of spears that doesn't really need to be happening. Astrogoth should die here pretty soon. Natty Boobos are terror routing, which isn't great. One of the Death Streakers is going. Push up these Rat Ogres, take out that Death Streak. We got the 3 cap. Okay, we killed the infantry. Kill Astrogoth. Get these slingers over here onto these renders. Ooh, Natty Boobos are back online. Astrogoth, die! Yes, that! My character just said. Astrogoth is going down. Astrogoth is not the terror he once was, which is very fortunate. He was very obnoxious. But if you happen to be a Chorf player, you're probably pretty sad. At this point, I think it's probably GG. We can bring out some Stormbringer and Halberds to make sure of that. They can do good work against the train. Okay, Astrogoth is routing. The train is getting beaten up. You guys can chase down Astrogoth. Where's our Wolf Rats, actually? I saw Wolf Rats here. You guys go chase Astrogoth. You guys come up here as they are pushing for this hill. Right, pushing deep for the Death Streak might have been a mistake. Where are Natty Boobos? Are they dead? Yes. Oh well. I guess we won't be killing that Death Streak, which is fine, but if they kill my Storm Vermin, I will be sad. Eternally saddened. Alright, Rat Ogres. Everybody kill the train. Wolf Rats can finish off Astrogoth. Once we have another Cleansing Rune, we can use it on the train as well. Up there, get me some more Skaven slaves to come hold that hill. Astrogoth is down to 150 HP, which is fine. The Wolf Rats should finish him off. They have good animations for that kind of thing, typically. Hobgoblins are rallying there. They're starting to backcap me. We're kind of deep and past the point, which is opening up backcap scenarios that I don't like. But we can just spam bodies at them. And Dwarfs have a very hard time with body spam. Astrogoth is still alive, which is very inconsiderate of him. Also, I have my characters in the wrong place. This one was supposed to be over here. And the Chieftain was supposed to chase... No, the Chieftain was supposed to chase the train. I did do that as intended, if not correctly. That is what I tried to do. Can we get a Cleansing Ruin in this blob? Probably not necessary, but it'll do good work. You guys are escorting Astrogoth off. Rat Ogre's gonna come over here and kill this Death Shrieker off before it kills my halberds. Don't kill my fun unit. Don't kill my fun unit! Don't do it, please! Rat Ogre's gonna kill these guys. These guys, Death Shriek's going. Astrogoth is being escorted off. He should end up off the map pretty quickly. You guys come back and make sure we don't get back. Oh, we have plenty, making sure we don't get backcapped. In that case, move up. Move up. Yeah, this is a real tough matchup for Dwarfs. Listen, even when Dwarfs were like the most OP faction in the game, Skaven destroyed them. They always have. Great Tauros. Honestly, not a bad choice. Air is always nice here, but we have more than enough tools to deal with that. I think Chieftain on the Bonebreaker might have been not a bad idea.
I knew it. Unending glory is yours.
Alright, we are 4-0, which means we should be in finals. If we're not in finals, I will be very upset. Alright. Zales did good, Warlock Engineer did good, Chieftain didn't do a whole lot. Triads did amazing. Yeah, Triads are always so good there, because you can just sneak them all the way around. Burgers did good, Infantry is annoying. Yeah. Against any faction that really relies on extreme value trading to get on the map, so like the more elite factions, they really struggle with Skaven, for reasons you just saw. Like there's just too many HP points on the battlefield. They really have a hard time taking any kind of, like, making up any kind of ground, because they're just spending their whole time wading through bodies. Like, these are relying on, like, a few elite pieces to do all their damage, and while they do plenty of damage, when they're doing a lot of damage to units that cost 150 or 300, it's just, it takes forever to actually get anywhere. And when I can replace them so easily, it's just very hard for them to make up any space. So things like Dwarfs, High Elves, Cathay, Kislev, Skaven is just a hard counter to them. So. I was doing the conch lines at the edges of the map. Yeah, it's a classic. I always, like I said, during the Chorf meta, I pulled that shit off like every game, and no one ever caught me on it. Alright, on to the bracket. We have Skaven. We beat up the Chaos Dwarfs. So I assume this means, like I said, I assume we're in finals. You know what just occurred to me? I never made a post saying that I was going live. So we're gonna have Hillidan, who's on Dwarves, which is very good for us. Marshall, has he finished his final game? Okay, so I guess the only one confirmed is Hillidan, who likes the Dwarves, is a very good matchup for us. Shouldn't be a huge problem there. Okay, when final starts, I'll actually make a post in my Discord in turns that we're live, because I completely forgot to do that this morning. Well, not this morning, this afternoon, when we started. Alright, so what are our finals maps? It's still a best of one, right? Crater of Decay, Astucci Castle, and Glade. I don't like any of those maps for us, really. If we're against dwarves, Astucci is probably the best for us, with Crater probably being the worst. Dwarves have to rush us because we outshoot them very, very hard with Giselles. So Crater of Decay really, really favors rush factions. So we don't want that unless we're rushing like Cathay or Kislev. Even then, yeah, I think we just don't want Crater of Decay. We might just be banning Crater of Decay. Glade is also not great. Astucci Castle is what we want, I feel like, in most matchups. Glade might be doable against... If we have to play greenskins, that might not be bad. It's a little narrower, so we can protect our flanks a bit better. The white lines aren't super close to the battlefield, because like there's impassable terrain on either side. So maybe that's the map we go for, if we play greenskins. I'm still hoping we don't do. If we face dwarves, we definitely don't want Crater. Glade or Astucci will be the way to go. Dwarf use 3 capital. Usually it's like quad Giselle. So the thing about the reason you take Giselles is, I mean, capitals are fine too, but like Giselles cannons don't kill them very effectively because they tend to all fire at one model, and they're faster than dwarves. So if they rush you, you could just kite them with Giselles, because Giselles have like a ton, like 3,000 movement speed, I think, roughly. 42 movement speed, which is faster than, I think that's faster than Slayers, isn't it? How fast are Slayers? Slayers are 40. Yeah, so Giselles are faster than every dwarf unit, aside from gyrocopters. Also, Giselles kill gyrocopters. So usually what we take is Howling Warp Gale and a bunch of Giselles, and then like Warp Lightning or something for damage. And then you just kite them with Giselles, and they can't really do a whole lot. Death Runners are also really, really good there. They beat pretty much every dwarf infantry, short of like hammerers. Actually, like they trade fine into hammerers too, I believe. And then they're also another faction that like falls in the category of they have a hard time dealing with all the bodies for a different reason though. It's just because there's nothing super high damage output on dwarves. I guess actually the Iron Drakes that have been popping up a lot are probably pretty good here, but they suffer to Giselles, so can't really bring them. Their infantry is very low damage output. They're tanky as hell, but they have low damage output. So like Skaven slaves just live for a very long time. So yeah. Alright, what's this group chat going on? Okay. I have a group chat that's just talking about Baldur's Gate. Lovely. I was playing a Baldur's Gate 3 campaign with Big JP and Stingers, and Stingers' PC just boomed completely. It died, so we've been like on hiatus for like 2 weeks. The Stingers is no PC, and I'm missing it. It was so much fun. Can't wait till Stingers gets a new PC so we can keep playing our 3-man Baldur's Gate campaign. Sorry, I'm responding to messages in this. Right, hit that for Stingers. Yeah, That's why you haven't seen any high elf tournament play, because Stingers' PC's out of commission. Which is also really unfortunate, because Stingers loves Kislev. He loves Kislev so much, and they're finally good, and he hasn't had a PC for like 2 weeks. It's so rough. It's really unfortunate timing. Real unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Sure, as soon as he's back, he'll be playing a bunch of Kislev. Figuring out all the busted shit. Well, I mean, we've already figured out a lot of busted shit. Oh. What to do? Catching up on Discord messages. Nothing terribly interesting going on. Lovely. Oh gosh. I just opened the host chat on Turn's Discord. There's reasons it's muted. So many messages. I don't care. I can't be bothered to care. Right. Ignore. Alright. Any more of the games finished? Okay, Ghoul Baby won. So that put Ghoul Baby... Okay, so he's still not locked in. Actually, Marshall is guaranteed to be ahead of him, so Ghoul Baby will probably get knocked out by somebody. Sorted down there. So, Wilderness Dwarves are good for us. Marshall's greenskins are still like the boogeyman that we're trying to avoid, is those greenskins. I think where's the cutoff of like actually being able to win? Grombrindle and Serica are at 2, so they could still make it in. I guess everybody with 2 still that hasn't finished their game is still like in contention, as long as their opponent score is good enough. So who has high opponent score? It's like a 4-way tie between these, or 4-way tie between Half Alcoholic, Leech Lord, Serica, and Resto. How many of them have finished their game? None of them have finished their games. Half Alcoholic and Resto, Leech Lord and Hadries, Serica, Gromp. Okay, so we're just waiting to see what happens. Lots of waiting. No question for Skaven High Elves, and Elves have Deathcaster can go stock. You turn back hide weapon teams like Natty Boobos, keeping me from safe. I don't bring a whole lot of those because of I don't bring Bunable targets because of that character. I usually just roll on catapults or the avalanche mortars because those can't be Buna'd. Well, they can, but it's not as effective because their models count as so low. Like Buna wants, I want to say at least 25 models to do its maximum damage. Yeah, 25 model. So like Natty Bebos or Avalanche Mortars is really good because it has only 12 models, so it survives that. Or catapults, because catapults have less models. So I just would not bring Natty Bebos. Or globes. I would bring globes in reserve. I wouldn't start globes. But I wouldn't bring Natty Bebos in that matchup for that reason. I would just go catapults because they're really, really good, and then just drown them in bodies because they can't kill Skaven infantry because their infantry is so low damage output. So, yeah, the stockcaster is definitely annoying. The other thing that you'll see is some people go stockcast with Burning Head to snipe catapults, and as soon as I see that bitch disappear, I just dismount the crew and run away. Because if the crew is moving, it's very hard for them to actually one-shot it with a Burning Head. So, yeah, just dip. As soon as you see them go invisible, just run away. Like with Buna, it's annoying because like it's one shot, but it's like a point click, they can't miss it, so I just don't bring things that can be Buna'd usually. Plague Claws do really well against the tightly packed infantry lines. Avalanche Mortars also do very well, but they're very squishy, so they're a little risky. So like Catapult's a reliable option. Avalanche if you're feeling spicy. Natty Boobos are a little risky. Yep, happy to help. Alright. Finals, please. I crave violence. I also crave a webpage that actually refreshes. Cool. I guess, oh, never mind, it loaded right as I changed scenes. Cool. Alright, so Serica beat Grombrindle, Leech Lord beat Hadries. So, okay, Marshall is going to be in. He has the highest opponent score. Leech Lord is looking like he's going to be in. What is Leech Lord playing? I think he's playing Skaven too. Not SFT. Leech Lord. Oh no, he's playing Beastmen, that's right. Beastmen, like I said, Beastmen we can definitely do. So if we're playing Greenskins or Beastmen, then we ban the hell out of Crater of Decay. We cannot do Crater of Decay against either of those factions. We'll have to play one of the other two. Either the other two are not bad for us. If we end up playing Dwarves, I think we just ban Crater of Decay, period. Crater of Decay is just a terrible Skaven map. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom again real quick and refill water and all that before our final starts. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Top 3 factions for Dom right now. You see Ogres on top, that's strange after Noblar nerf. That is not strange after Noblar nerf. Noblar Trappers isn't the reason they're OP. Noblar Trappers are very good, but they're OP because the Bulls are just super cost effective. You could add another 100 gold to bulls, and then maybe they'd be balanced. So ogres are hands down the best. After ogres, it's a little murky. Greenskins are very good, but they lose really hard. They just get shit stomped by ogres. They get shit stomped by counts. And what? I feel like there's another counter, and it's escaping me. Cathay and Kislev are really good, but they get shit stomped by greenskins. They have a hard time into Beastmen. Yeah, they get shit stomped by ogres. Like, there's like the number one is clearly ogres. Number 2 and 3 is much less clear. Cathay, like I said, Cathay and Kislev are really good. Greenskins are really good. I'm not sure where Tzeentch is falling right now. Tzeentch feels okay into ogres, which definitely gives them a place. But they're completely terrible into Kislev. And I don't know how they're into Cathay, but I imagine the answer is not very good. Actually, no, I know the answer is not very good, because your Lord can just die to the Onyx Chrome and ROR. The Onyx Chrome and ROR can just kill a Lord of Change. It's so dumb. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to do an announcement to say... I was going to do my stream announcement, because I never did that for today. I never actually plugged my stream in my chat, in my Discord, or in Turin's Discord. So, let's do that. Alright. Posts have gone out. I'm actually curious, where this... Actually, let's see the bracket real quick. We have confirmed. Okay, look like it's finished. Looks like it's going to be Hillidan, me, Leech Lord, and Marshall. Okay, so we want to dodge Marshall. Marshall's worst case scenario. The other two are manageable. Where are the statistics right now? Ogres, Skaven are actually in second. Interesting. I definitely don't think Skaven are that strong. Like I said, they get shit stomped by greenskins. They get absolutely just... They have no hope against ogres. Beastman is doable. Lizardman's good. Kislev's good. Dark Elves is good. Wood Elves is like 50-50. Elves is good. They is good. Norska's bad. Ghost is probably good. I don't know, Brett. Interesting. You ever played the game, just watched some streams and played the Warhammer game? I'm gonna buy Total War 3 and main Kislev more and more. Do it, dude. Multiplayer is a lot of fun. I can't speak for campaign. I don't play a lot of campaign these days, so... But... I definitely enjoy multiplayer. Obviously. If it wasn't obvious by the fact that I stream at the game, and I make YouTube content for the game, and I play tournaments, like... No, I actually just hate this game. That's why I spend so much time thinking about it. Because Skaven being this high is kind of surprising for me. They're definitely good. I don't think they're number 2. What have they been winning against? Okay, that's a good matchup. That's a good matchup. That's an okay matchup. That's a good matchup. That shouldn't happen. Jury's out on that. Good matchup. Jury's out. That should be bad, but I don't know what the Doom King nerfs. Like, that was terrible before. Jury's out, but I think Tzeentch has play there. They should not be winning greenskins. Kislev is good. Skaven Mirror. Khorne is good. Beastman is fine. But again, I haven't played it on this patch. Although I'm... Oh no, we have greenskins! No, Marshall's DMing me, so I assume... Actually, let's double check real quick. Tournaments. Top 4. Greenskins. Lovely. Well, ban Crater. That's not how you spell Crater. Ban Crater. Ooh. Oh, he beat me to the lobby invite. No, I have to leave my beautiful lobby. Okay, get our rat on the screen. I banned Crater, we're waiting on his ban. Sad Bryant, this is in-game name, that's pretty funny. Voto War, this is not selling your country? Oh. Oof. Yeah, the DLCs are expensive. I keep forgetting that like that's a pretty big gate for people because I got the DLC for free because I was in the content creator program. So like that just never really occurred to me. Alright, we're playing a Stoogie. Cool. Alright. We are rats. We the rats, boys. Alright, so your hero core. Same as it always is. Do we want this? No, we don't. We want the other one. We want this one. That. We want you. We discussed this. Gucci. Four Rats was a fun run. Don't write me off just yet. I have schemes. I have infinite schemes. Who's pinging me now? What random Discord am I being pinged in? Cool. I will look at that later. I was looking at an image of a Skaven build that I want to take inspiration from. The tricky part here is, among other things, not charging their WA super fast. Because if we just spam Skaven slaves, they're gonna get WA in seconds, and we don't want that happening. Definitely a problem we would like to avoid. Gucci Castle. We can corner camp real fucking hard on this map. Thinking what I want out first. Pretty good idea of what I want. Question is the order. Actually, I'm gonna reserve you. Start you. Am I happy with this? What's our summon order looking like with this? When you first, I probably have to summon Rogers. Feel slim on infantry, but I feel like that's a good thing. Because Greenskins charge their wall super fast if I just spam cheaper infantry, so I need to go a little more elite for Skaven. Fuck it. Let's send it. How bad could it be? We're definitely playing the hill. Playing the water on the low ground is just bad for us because we're all infantry based. As he has a lot of large things that aren't going to be penalized. Also, we can, like I said, we can white line camp pretty hard on the top right side. Because there's impassable piece of terrain, so we're not even going to route off the white line if we camp right there. Who is pinging me now? Stop! Oh, it's my opponent saying something. Oh, they said they're ready. Okay. That's a reasonable thing to message me about. Don't crash, game. Please don't crash. Alright. Let's do this. Rat be gone. We don't have our caster yet, which means I have to do fun things with my control groups. So I want my caster in control group number 1, because that's just the easiest. Actually, we could just put you in control group number 1, and then when we desummon you, problem solved. Peter's up front. You'll hold the longest. Over the charge. Yeah, this castle means you can't right off the right line over here. You have to go around. So if we camp, like, we want to set up in, like, this vicinity. Right around here. You're supposed to be in separate control groups. No, wait. You're supposed to be in 4. You're supposed to be in 5. Cool. Now, the nice thing is these are pretty quick, so we're going to be, like, half kiting with this build. It's actually surprisingly easy to do with the Deathglobe Mortar ROR. Alright, ready, GLHF. Both of you fuckers go on guard mode. You can do whatever. We brought up Brood Hordes for terror, which I think is going to be quite nice. Yeah, Greenskins obviously have leadership issues, so having the terror is really nice. Right. You two. Let's give it a go. And we're gonna be summoning our caster out first. What's he looking? What are we looking like? Orc boys. We brought a Flensing Ruin caster because I feel like I want to the blob punish because I want to kill like certain groups of enemies very quickly, rather than like trying to outchaff him with the other thing. Goblin Big Boss is a little annoying, but honestly our Chieftain will probably kill him, and our Brood Horde will kill the hell out of it, and our Abubos will kill the hell out of it. Warzag, annoying as always. Archers, awesome. That's what the globes are for. Don't want you on fire at will at the moment. Keep moving up. I'm gonna start getting shots off with our mortars as quickly as possible. Natty Boobos, shoot Warzag. If Warzag is gonna be cheeky like this, we will punish the hell out of him. Because a Warzag kill is just game. Killing Warzag is very problematic for Greenskins to deal with. Orc boys, we got some Night Goblin Squig Hoppers. Alright, we need Rogers on the field. We need you to move up to the front line. Well, not the front line, but like to be relevant to the battle. Right, you can back off now that you fired your shot. Honestly, everybody can back up a little bit now that they fired their shot. That was a really underwhelming volley from you, to be honest. We really want you to kill archers, though. Archers are the biggest threat to our rat ogres, and our rat ogres keep us alive. Rat ogre is love, rat ogre is life. Keep shooting Wurzag, pressure him, if we can get him low. That'd be really, really pog. Really nice. Turn our whole formation this way a little bit, because we don't want to contest the center, but we can't afford to let him have this side for free. That'll get some nice collateral on those squig hoppers. Beautiful shot from the mortars. Keep our brute horror back, keep you back. What is Wurzag up to? Why is Wurzag just walking up? We should have saved up for rat ogres. That was not the summon we needed. Keep killing off those archers. Keith can come out fight on the front line. We want narrow engagements because we want to make use of our terror. Our natty boobs are being obstructed by our own units. That's what's happening here. Go ahead and Flensing Ruin on that Here We Go blob. Get our Rogers into those Squig Oppas. You guys have killed those archers, almost. Tight on this side, we don't want to be in that fight just yet. Natty Boobos are killing Wurzag. Good. You can come and help the fight there. Move up, move up. Need more Rogers, we need them over here. We're up a lot of value, which is not that uncommon for this kind of a matchup. No, you're supposed to stay and fight. Your spears. Keep those Squig Oppers off of us. We cannot let them kill Natty Boobos this early. That would be, like, worst case scenario. Rat Ogre's coming on you guys. Brute Horror, come help. They're ITP, aren't they? They are ITP, I do believe. Cleansing Room got rid of the Goblin Big Boss nice and quick for us. Which is good. Kill those archers. We need the archers to not kill our Rat Ogres. That's a blob and a half. Ooh, that's such a juicy target. We need those archers offline. But that's like, I cannot pass up on that target. Sorry. We are down in objectives, which is bad, so we need to get some troops on the point. Which, he got his archers on the point, which is good for us. Yeah, get over there. Get us our Rogers. Giselles, where's Wurzag? Finish off Wurzag. Oh, Wurzag's fighting our Brute Horror. That's honestly great for us. Get in on you. Finish off you. Archers are killing our Giselles, so move them out. Move you guys up onto those archers. Right, get on those archers as well. Cool. Brute Horror is not doing as well as I would like, so get it back here and tear out. Chieftain can help fight Wurzag. Wurzag's actually like a surprisingly decent combatant as long as he gets the charge off. But we have Natty Boobos, so we don't need to fight him. We need some more bodies up here. Our backline is looking slim, and those Night Goblins are unbreakable. Which is a bit annoying. We need you guys to come over here. We need some bodies over this direction. I'll kill these squigs. Pull back a little bit. Cleansing Ruin. Wurzag's not quite in range. We don't quite have enough for the Overcast anyway. You can fight those archers. Actually, you can shoot that Savage Orc that just came in. Any Boobos? Shoot. I don't even know. Squigs, probably. I'm done there. We could send something cheeky to Batcat, but I feel like it's just not worth it right now. I think we just need more bodies. We need to win this fight, like, straight up. Go ahead and pop this in the blob there. Avalanche Mortars need to be killing the Error Boys. You guys need to be pushing up. Rogers can come help push towards the center. One of you Rogers can break that. Where's our Brood Horror? I completely lost track of it. Get you into there. Help that fight. Squigs are a problem. Get our Rogers over there with some spear support. Mortars. Oh, look, there's opening our backline. That's not good. We need Wolf Rats to come in and seal that up against those Squigs and the boss. Okay, you're doing good there. Get on top of those archers. We're getting a little too overextended, which is our problem. We're taking a lot of damage just because we're too far up, away from our safe zones. Send a Wolf Rat to Batcat. That'll buy us a lot of time and let us, you know, trade effectively. Get our Chieftain out of danger. Our Chieftain is in a lot of danger. We don't want to lose him because we don't want to have to spend money on resummoning him. Get you to shoot. Yeah, the archer's perfect. Get on this point. Get on this point. Alright. Our ROR is doing good here. The Wolf Rats can kill off that Goblin Big Boss. You can kill the Squigs and try to bail out our Chieftain. Cleansing Ruin is doing fine, if not great there. Give me some more spears. Get me some more bodies up here. Goblin Big Boss can be chased off. Avalanche can kill that, I guess. Beautiful rally right there. We've got What are those? Can we kill those? Goblin Wolf Riders? If the spears eat the charge, the Wolf Rats can kill. But honestly, the Wolf Rats should come kill these archers. Okay, they dodged our globe volley. They're coming into our back line. Get these guys up here. Wolf Rats can finish them off. Fire there. Eddie Bubos on Wurzag. Can we overcast? No, we can't. You guys get up here. Wolf Rats are not fighting what we need them to be. I think we're going to send a Stormroom and Halberd to that low ground. We're winning the high ground just fine. You can go there. You guys kill this. You get that squig kill. Get back there, get back there. What's... Oh, is that our Brute Whore? Ah, shit, we lost that. Oh well. Not the end of the world. How much Wand does cast overcharge this? 20? Cool. Get our ROR Roger. You know, instead of that Storm Room that I literally just said I wanted to summon, you know, we'll just change it because I forgot. Alright, try and bail out our Brood Whore with spears. You guys are doing good work. Yeah, get in that blob, protect our Brood Whore, let it regen if we can. Wolf Rats, you killed the Cav unit, that's good. Yeah, we'll get a Stormbringer down there. Alright, we've got the Wom for Wurzag when he comes back. Those spears are broken. Keep going. Yeah, our mortar staying online this whole time is just such a godsend. That makes our lives so much easier. You guys go kill that. Spears get on the point. Bring these guys up. Rogers, go kill those Goblin Archers. There's a lot of stuff sitting in our back line. That's kind of annoying, but... Okay, you're out of ammo. P-summon you. We'll turn you into that Storm Vermin that we've always wanted. Kill that Archer. You're routing. That's fine. You can go tear out some of this stuff off. Move you this way. I mean, we're holding two objectives. We don't need the third. Maybe we just bring Storm Vermin out to the middle. We really don't need that third. It'd be very greedy to go for the third, so let's just bring Storm Vermin out to the center. We never did summon our Catapult, which is kind of fine. I mean, things are obviously going just fine for us. Shoot the Squigs. Desummon you. We need you fresh. Move you guys up. We get that Overcasting Funds moving on Wurzag, maybe? Maybe. Alright, we need this Blob to honestly pull back, so we can just draw too deep into his side with archers. Although honestly, if we get the Catapult online, then we could have a pretty easy time taking his archers down. I think they'll kill the archers really well. Shoot Wurzag. Let's try and finish off Wurzag with the Flensing Ruin. Okay, there's Borkav coming in. Fall back, let the spears take it. Borkav is kind of scary, especially for our Rat Ogres. You guys can start moving this way. Like I said, low ground isn't a priority. You guys didn't get a move order. You chase off that... the Moonhowers? Interesting. Come on, get that off. Wurzag will die to that. Nice. Okay, Wurzag should be dead from that. That should kill him off all the way, which should be a game for us, honestly. That should be all we need to seal this. We do need more spears on the point, because there are those big guys coming in. Our Catapult online would be really nice, because there's a bunch of archers coming in, and these guys are done for. But let's get the Catapult online. But I feel like we're in a really good spot. Wurzag is routing. Is he actually going to die? Oh, he's definitely dead. Cool. Where are you? Okay, you're fine there. You guys move up. Get me that Catapult. Not what I wanted game. Get these guys up here and have them start shooting those archers, because archers are annoying me. Kill these guys. Some spears to help with the Bacon Cav. Bacon Cav is, like, scary. I feel like Bacon Cav is really scary for us. Run off those Squigs. Some Vermin Halberds move towards the center, because that's where their big things are being sent. Is our Catapult in range of that archer? Just about, so we don't need to worry about diving it ourselves. We have Wom for more of you. We do, so we can hold on to our caster. We don't need to desummon him just yet. Riders are doing surprisingly well into those Boar Boy Big Guns. And just give me more spears. Lots and lots of spears. Okay, this... I feel like we're in a really good spot here. This matchup is going not nearly as bad as I anticipated, which I am very happy with. Get our Terror Route onto those Boar Boys. I don't think they're ITP. No, they're not. But they are just shitting all over our Brood Whore. That's cool. Whatever. We're very far up. It's not the end of the world to lose that Terror piece. Now do we want to try and make a play for the low ground? I feel like it's still pretty greedy to do so. But I also feel like we don't have a whole lot to lose. Right, we'll get a Wolf Rat in here to get rid of that Goblin League boss, because that's annoying. Actually, we have Wolf Rats over here. Go kill him. spears can just kind of chill on this point. We don't really need to push up super far because we don't want his mobility to just pick us apart. Stormvermin Halberd has a pretty solid hold here, and yeah, send some of these spears down here. Just send some spears down that way and get some more spears out. You guys can just chill here and start shooting at whatever. Guard mode. Yeah, you're fine here. Stormvermin Halberds can just chill on the point. Yeah, we still have Flensing Ruin, but honestly, he's practically tabled at this point. He's very few things that aren't just routing eternally. Let's get a Rat Ogre down here to help with this side cap attempt. You guys are fine, just chilling. Brute Horror, come back here and heal up. Chieftain is gone. Not Chieftain. Big Boss. Yeah, I feel like we're in a very good spot. Walk Engineer, come down here for when that squig blob inevitably descends upon us. Get us this Rat Ogre. You guys are fine. You can come down this way as well. Finish out that Orc Boy. Oh, looks like a big summon on the side, so move this way. Move this way. Catapult can start firing at the Night Goblins. Maybe some more infantry over here. Ooh. Going good for us so far, I'd say. Brute Horror is getting its HP back from the regen, so we can send it over here to start fighting. Catapult needs to take out that Archer. One shot should be enough to kill it. Okay, we got the cap. They're running a bunch of large things into spears. We pop that on Durkit Squigs, but no, there we go. Cool.
Unending glory is yours.
Okay, so that matchup actually felt pretty comfortable. Like, it didn't feel like he had a good way to get on top of my Avalanche Mortars, and they were doing a lot of work. Like, the Archers were really scary. That was definitely, like, a solid pick from him. But we were able to shut it down because our Mortars were really safe. The Jezzails, I mean, they killed Wurzag. I think that was more like a mistake from our opponent, so I don't know if we need the Jezzails. The Brute Horror, I didn't micro very well. I just let it do whatever, and it did whatever. And I didn't feel like I got many terror routes with it. Stormvermin and Halberds existed, but by the time they were summoned, like, the game was over. So Wolf Rats did good. Infantry did fine. Yeah, it was really just the... In any game where your Avalanche Mortar spends all its ammo is feeling real good for the Rats. Yeah, his Goblin Big Bosses got destroyed pretty quickly. They're quite squishy. Alright. Doing going well? Thanks. It is going quite well. We just won our semifinal. So, and that was, like I said, that's the hardest matchup. Did I do that right? Was that, yeah, okay. Me, him, Rat Boys, Greenskins. Hillidan and Leechwall are both playing factions that are easier matchups for us. Beastmen and Dwarves are both pretty manageable. So we're looking to be in a pretty good spot. Alright, what are our last maps? So Zarnagran Rebellion it's fine, it's not great. Eastern Isle is probably pretty good for us in both. Probably a little less good. Less good or better with Dwarves. I think Eastern Isle is fine. First Oasis is not the greatest. So I think Eastern Isle is probably best case scenario. Zarnagran is probably worse because it's just so big. But, well, okay, against Beastmen I'd probably ban Zarnagran. Against the Dwarves, maybe I ban Eastern Isle. But I also have to go to the bathroom again, because it's a tournament, and I drink a lot of water during these things. But let's update this. And I will be right back, and hopefully we'll have finals when I get back. So I'll see you in a second. Alright. Map choices for rats overall? Not bad. It's a little hard to quantify because a favorable map for rats changes based on our matchup. Like if we're playing against greenskins, we want a very defensive favorite map, like Ostucci, which we got. But if we're playing against a defensive faction, like Kislev or Cathay, where we're aggressing, then we want a different type of map. We don't want Ostucci, we want something more like Road to Talapine. So like, because of the versatility of Skaven in that regard, like the map didn't feel very constricting. So, the only map that I felt like I didn't want under any circumstances was Creative Decay. It's just bad for Skaven. That's only really good for like super aggressive like Chaos factions or undead. Not use Slingers for screens as much. I think they cut the Brood Horror and Stormworm and Halberd. Brood Horror, I feel like it's too hard to say because I just didn't play it very well. So like I feel like that wasn't a viable, like a valid test of it because I just didn't take care of it. I didn't let it do what it wanted. I just kind of ignored it and didn't micro it, so I'd have to try that again. Stormworm and Halberd, I feel like the unit's fine in this matchup. It's a hard thing to summon because it's 1,000, and you are like with Skaven, you're really trying to keep the pressure up and constantly be replacing your front line because your front line is trash. And you need chaff to support your rat ogres and your characters. Like taking the time to summon a storm vermin instead of 3 clan rats feels really rough. Like I think in a vacuum the unit's fine here, but I would usually just rather be summoning probably 3 clan rats. So that probably would cut it, yeah. And for slingers, not as much. The more missile units you have, the harder they are to protect against the green tide. So kind of concentrating into like one backline position with the 2 expensive pieces meant that it was much harder for my opponent to get on top of them. Whereas if I have a bunch of slingers, then they're much easier to compromise. They don't have as much stopping power, so I can't kill things straight up. It takes more time, and I can't shut down his archers if I go for that instead of the longer range stuff. All right. Bracket update. If it's not, I'm gonna go read whatever that ping was. They pinged me and posted an essay. This is the one. Alright, brackets on up. So what's this? Alright. Don't need to deal with that right now. So I'm curious to see actually who wins this, because I'm curious about Beastmen Dwarves in this patch. I feel like it, well, it definitely did get worse for Beastmen, but Zangor's, I don't know if Zangor's actually that helpful here. So, like, Beastmen Dwarves always felt like a test of how good our chariots right now, and the answer at the moment is not very good. So I'm curious to see if Leech Lord can actually make it work. For our finals maps, I think I just talked about this. Yeah, so Dan Eastern Isle against Dwarves, and Zarnagran against Beastmen. Because against Dwarves, we want a bigger map, so we can really punish their slowness. So we want like one of the bigger maps. And against Beastmen, we're the slower faction, so we don't want a bigger map. Wish I could see what was happening. I really, really do. I want to know. I would like to see. Derek, I assume you don't know what's happening currently, right? You're the admin, don't you know everything, right? Alright, let's talk builds. We're against dwarves. it's usually like this kind of a thing against dwarves, maybe even all four. And then we have a Howling Warp Gale, Warp Lightning Caster coming in. We don't want these wolf rats, we want the other wolf rats. Definitely don't need halberds. Catapult is fine. If he brings cannons, the catapult will kill the cannons, I think. That might be worth testing, actually. Let's test that before we have to fight. We should be dwarves. This is a pretty relevant trade. So knowing the answer to this is pretty important. Doesn't Razorblade to be the best versus dwarves currently? So Rampage making 2 open slayers. I mean they're definitely good, but they rely really heavily on their charge bonus. So they do good damage on impact, but yeah, they really don't want to be in sustained combat. Mino dual weapons are like the best thing in the world versus dwarves right now. Yeah, Mino dual weapons are the truth in that matchup. Actually, Zamgors are probably a good answer to Slayers. That's actually pretty big for Beastmen. Having infantry that can actually trade with Slayers and isn't vulnerable to shooting is probably pretty good. You could just gum up shooting. They went heavily against Cannon. That was my assumption. You need to get the hell back here so you don't get targeted. If they shoot. Actually, they are outranged. They are outranged. Oh no, our rats. Oh well, there's more where that came from. Lots more. Yeah, the discourage effect is just so good for artillery duels. Blood Claws, are you losing any models? Not yet. Yeah, and of course cannons need line of sight, so if any way to stop line of sight. Actually, the Plague Claws are losing models. This is going. You lied to me, chat. Cannons are winning this. Cannons are destroying this. Huh. Guess Gisele's it is. Yeah, the cannons are just obliterating the Plague Claws. You lied to me. You lied to me. Alright. I was thinking I saw Hillidan's lobby when I was checking, so I assume that means their game is done. So yes, we have... Okay, cool, we don't need to care about that. We have Beastie Boys. We got the Beasts. I think earlier somebody asked me about builds versus Beastmen, so you're gonna get to see. First being discouraged, I know. Leadership nerfs? Leadership debuffs? All dwarves are in fact unbreakable. I am extremely hungry. I ate right before the tournament started, and now I'm very hungry again. So we need to win this quickly. You lied to me. So we want... Well, believe it or not, folks, we're bringing a chieftain here. I hear chieftains are a very good unit. Very strong. Kind of meta. With quad catapults? Yeah, volume will definitely do that. That will in fact do it. I keep thinking we're playing at Dwarfs. We're playing Beastmen. What do we want against Beastmen? I mean, this is the obvious answer. We want some of you. But we need something more expensive in our starters. Maybe start some of our Rovers. Particularly useful. Yeah, it's not very useful. Turn one of you into a clan rat. We can. I messaged Leech Lord. Where's he at? Maybe just ran to the restroom or something. Right, what kind of Beastman shenanigans could be coming our way? What would also be really nice here is Deathmaster, because I assume Morgar is going to be the order of the day. He's pretty common against missile factions, and he's really irritating. But we can't bring Deathmaster because reasons. Oh, I know what we need. Something very important that I haven't brought yet. I should have. That's probably what we can actually start instead of more Rogers. Put you back to cheap. $80 gold. Lovely. I'd love to see it, chat. Alright, so we're banning Zarnagran Rebellion. Because we don't want to deal with his very large mobility advantage. He bans Eastern Isle, so we are on Kasar's Cursed Oasis. Not surprising. That's kind of what I was expecting would happen. Alright, good enough. Fucking with chevrons is not that important right now. You. We want another. Oh, we're actually. Oh. Interesting. Hmm. We do this. Don't quite have a 40 stack, which is my real goal here, is to have a 40 stack. That's always my goal. But this does look pretty good to me. Want a Pterosaurus against Beastmen? It's nice, but I feel like it's non-essential. It's a bit of a liability because they have a lot of things that can kill it. So I think we're not going to do that. I think I'm okay with what we got. So we send it. I am extremely hungry all of a sudden. I am like very, very hungry. So we need to win this so I can go have victory lunch. What time is it? It is, oh, it's 4:20. I ate at like noon. 12:30, so yeah, why am I so goddamn hungry? Huh, wait a second. I had spells on my desummonable Grey Seer. That would have been very, very silly. Now we have a 40 stack. Mission accomplished. Alright. Are there any shenanigans we're actually really scared of? I think Incarnate Elemental doesn't help him here. It dies really quickly to any kind of shooting. It's got low armor. Got a bit of Fizz resist, but it's low armor and it's pretty slow static animations. So Incarnate Elemental's not that useful. Jabber kind of falls in the same category, but it has some missile resist, but it's a little more jarring to hit. Its HP isn't that great. Minos are of course a problem, but they're one we've accounted for. I feel like Razor Rows aren't that good here. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of Centaur spam. Which is annoying, but we can deal with it. I feel like this matchup should just be like super Skaven favored. Like super Skaven favored. But I guess we will see. Alright. Let's go. I'm kind of curious how a Beastmen infantry rush would do. Just Zangors, Gore Herds. It's probably not as efficient as Power Grab Skaven. I'm kind of curious how it would work. It'd be decent. Am I scared of Traderkin? Traderkin's kind of annoying because my characters are very squishy. Hmm. Guess just have to keep them separated. Make sure he doesn't get a big juicy one. Come on, bro. Come on. This is a good sign, I suppose. He's second guessing everything. You know, I'm just gonna run and grab a snack. I'm very hungry and he's taking forever, so I'll be right back. We have good timing. And food. Mass infantry and razor cores. Interesting. Alright. Let's not forget the blocker. Blocker needs to go down. I have a literal 40 stack, which is always the Skaven dream.
Ready, steady, do!
I think I probably want to play the... This map is a little tricky for us because... Trees. Trees block slingshot shots. I probably want the left side. The hills make his charges a little awkward with his cav. There's less tree cover. Probably gonna play like right around here. So let's go here. Make sure our characters are far apart so they don't get hit with Traitorkin. Try not to blob up too terribly much, and ready, good luck, have fun. Alright. We are good to go. Let's get these finals started, baby. How much of his army can we actually see? Ah, look, Zangors. And Morgur. Who could have foreseen this? Gorherd, Zangors, yeah, I'm glad we have globes. So maybe instead of summoning a ton of slingers, we summon our rat ogres and our other globe first. Where's our first globe? Okay, so just grab this guy. Put him on this end of our formation. Put him in the same control group. We got Flensing Ruin because I was kind of expecting Minotaurs, and it does much better there. Maybe we grab some Skaven Slave Slingers. These are shielded. These are not shielded. So yeah, Skaven Slave Slingers could definitely do a lot of work here. What damage do we want more? Actually, we want Rogers. What we really want is Rogers to help kill the Zandvoors. Is it? I'm extremely conflicted. Go with the Slingers. Sometimes the Skaven Slave Slingers like double as chaff support for our to protect our flanks. Because I'm a little worried. Like our globes definitely have the capacity to kill literally everything on this field, except Morgur. There's the Razor Wars. I wonder if you may have been talking about this particular opponent. He's backing off. That's good. Good. Yeah, I'm wishing I brought the other caster. But, I mean, yeah, the Flintering caster definitely got better against Minotaurs. So, yeah, I'm prepared for the build I expected. Infantry. I should probably summon Rat Ogres. Probably start summoning Rat Ogres to help with the Razor Gores. They'll tear apart Razor Gores, I presume. I see this. How am I dealing with this? Honestly, what I probably could do right now is just summon a catapult to make him attack me. But the objectives are open anyway, so that'll make him attack me. So, Morgur probably beats my Chieftain up, so Chieftain needs to stay a little bit clear of him. And right now, what we need is just more Rat Ogres on the field. That's really what we need with our lives. Right, a lot of Zangors over here, so I probably want to move our globes a little to the right. Rogers, come on out. And there's the Wildcaster with Traitorkin! Shocker. Traitorkin is a very good spell, so no surprise these bring it. The attack is coming in. Good. Move up our backline a little bit. Do not fire on the Razor Gores with our globes. Fire on the Zangors. You guys get off a volley before you have to run away from the Razor Gores. Cool. Spears, pile into the Razor Gores. Cast that on Morgar as soon as you can. So like, oh, there's Ungor Raiders back there. Am I scared of those? I feel like the answer's not really. I feel like not really. Oh, there's the spawn summon. From Morgar. Not a great surprise there. You, forget what I told you. Cast the Cleansing Ruin there. Get you guys charging to the Razor Gores. Our flanks are just fine, to be honest. Rat Ogres can take care of the business over there. We can sacrifice Slingers to the spawn to let our globes get out. That's a perfectly fine thing to do. I think we're value trading very well, aside from the fact that we just grouped up for a massive Traderkin. Get these guys back so they're out of Ungor Raider range. We need you guys to get over to the side. We need more Rat Ogres to come out and help kill these Gore Herds. Globes, get on those Zangors. Oh shit, our Rat Ogres got really far ahead of the pack. That's very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, I kind of want my Catapult online to start killing these Raiders, because the Raiders are like actually a real nuisance for us. Raiders are a real nuisance for everybody, to be honest. I can't believe we did the exact thing we said we weren't going to do in bunching up for a Traderkin. Yeah, those archers definitely need to go down. We're holding the side objective pretty well. Doing alright on the flanks. Get you out of here. Get our chieftain away from our caster so we don't lose that again. Sacrifice you to the Razor Gores. Get our Wolf Rats up here to help kill those Razor Gores. Ogres can help as well. Get away from the Razor Gores. This globe can turn around and kill the Gore Herd. You can kill the Gore Herd. You can kill the Ungors. You come over here. Our left flank is doing very, very well. Our center is not so hot. Razor Gores are going down quickly, which we like. You guys over this way. But our right side is doing pretty poorly. Much, much more poorly. What do we have? Slingers coming back. Go ahead and cast that. That's a beautiful Flintring Ruin, honestly. Start getting you guys on the point. Get into that fight. It's a beautiful Flensing Ruin, like I said. Get you guys over here. Globes, again, sacrifice our infantry. Protect our globes. You guys come over here and start shooting the archers. Push on these archers, and we can get that catapult online at long last to kill archers. Leave these spears back here. That's fine over there. Give me some more spears over here. Get on these Centigores. Archers. Spears. Our caster. Where is the archer that we sacrificed? I guess it's gone. That's neat. Chieftain doesn't need to be there. Caster doesn't need to be there. You guys can be on top of those archers. And honestly, shoot that Gore Herd. Bring me some more infantry out here. Okay, we're going up in value now pretty heavily. We're losing our globes, but I feel like they've done their job at this point. Razor Gores are a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Doing fine in that blob. Wolf Rats can pull out of there. Our Lord just needs to make sure we're not getting killed by Morgar. Not our Lord, our caster. Lords don't exist, we're rats. We don't get to have fun. 2 slingers towards the center. Put more slingers out. I feel like slingers are a fine choice. There's the Minotaurs. Yep, slinger time. Alright, spears and infantry start wearing down those guys. Slingers on the Minos. Spears can go help fight that blob. You are doing something, and I don't know what it is. Our Rogers can come kill this Mino. Get another slinger out this way. Bring it after the Mino. Mino. What can you shoot? You can shoot those guys. We're holding the center. We're up pretty heavily in value. We don't need to desummon you. You guys start moving towards the center. We have plenty of spears. That Manticore is routing. Our slingers are all blobbed up on the spawn. You guys can start shooting Minos. I think Stormbearer and Halberd time, to be honest. Nothing in their roster that really deals with them effectively. So I think it is, in fact, Stormbearer and Halberd time. Don't let that Zangor be annoying. Please, please don't let that Zangor be annoying. Am I ever be... Oh, I guess there's a Manticore right there, isn't there? Run in 2 different directions, please. Turn and fire on those guys. You guys come threaten the back cap. Chieftain and Rat Ogres can kill the Bray Shaman. our Lord can come over this way and get a Flensing Ruin on those Minos. Stormvermin Halberds can come on out. There's really not that much in their roster that is good against the Stormvermin Halberds. Can you hit them over there? I would love it if you could. The answer is yes, I will be very, very happy. Slingers, shoot the Minos. Shoot the Minos. Everybody shoot the Minos. Grey Shaman is routing, which is good. Slingers and the Flensing Ruin are doing good work. The thing is, it just takes forever for him to kill all these Slingers. Because our damage is so spread out over so many units. So this little blob is going to have a really hard time killing any one thing. Just because we have so many models spread out over such a great distance. Alright, the caster is pretty much gone. Good. Our backcap failed. Not the end of the world. We need fresh Rat Ogres to desummon you. The Minos are going down, so just don't worry about it. Chieftain is chasing the caster. We can't catch him, so don't bother. We're killing those guys. Pushing these Gore Herd. That's a really nice blob. Where's that globe? Globe. Blob. Everything else. Protect said globe. This is just protect the president. That's all we're doing here. Okay, the Minos are routing. Start attacking that blob. Get out some Skaven slaves. Protect, protect, protect. Morgar, you're really irritating me. You're, like, really annoying. It's me. Catapults do good work. Do we have Wom? We do have Wom, so our caster's still relevant. You can go away. You can come charge in the back of here. Is there a backup attempt coming in? No, but there is an attempt on my catapult. But that's gonna be that. Cool!
Unending glory is yours.
Yeah, like I say, I wasn't really concerned about that matchup. I feel like that's pretty Skaven favored. The fact their Minos aren't armored, I mean they're very, very susceptible to the Slinger spam. Burgers did good. This globe got shut down. Caster did good. Slingers did pretty good. Spears did spear things. This globe did alright. Catapult did okay. Our Stormvermin, I don't even know what came over our Stormvermin. I mean, they're still full health, so they're just an accessory at this point. Yeah. Morgar's annoying, but I feel like he's not that impactful. Like, I feel like more mobility would have been better than Morgar. Because he just gets drowned in Skaven slaves and doesn't actually accomplish a whole lot. I mean, the spawn sum's kind of irritating, but not a huge deal. Yeah. Same with the Razors. I feel like the Razors should have been a lot of Centaurs. Alright, so we can turn this to 6. We can head over to the brackets. The finals were best of 1, yeah? Yeah. All best of 1, just double checking. So, 1-0. We got Skaven versus the Beastmen. And that is my first tournament win for the season. Not half bad. So, blind or no butchers indeed. Yeah. Most both lead sword and scrambled egg. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Centaur Gores are just better than Razor Gores here. Let me take a look at. These guys have 100 armor, but very low hit points per model. Like, I feel like a Centaur charge is just fine, and they don't rampage, and they're tankier, I want to say? I mean, it's not a huge difference, but... like, stat comparison, they have... yeah, okay, they're like comparably tanky, but Centaurs have shields. They're faster. They have good charge bonus and weapon strength. And I feel like I prefer... and they have, you know, these. I feel like I prefer Centaurs here. And actually what's really annoying for Skaven is Harpies as well. Harpies can be a real pain. Not a whole lot I can do to them until they land. So... it's definitely a tough matchup. I don't really know how Beastman goes about it. The Ungor Raiders felt like they didn't really ever have good targets, because I was pretty good about keeping my Rat Ogres back. And then just the Wall of Spears is hard to deal with, because the Zangors... their stats are fine, but they're not like a lawnmower. They're not, you know, they're not Marauder Berserkers or Plague Monks or anything like that. They don't have anti-infantry, so they don't clear them that fast. Means I still have all the time in the world to shoot them or charge them with rat ogres, so. Yeah. Alright. Well, that is the tournament for today. I am gonna go make myself some lunch now. Or dinner, I guess, because it's 4:30, 4:40. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I had fun. Hope you guys did too. I will see you guys next time. Peace.